It's Wednesday evening, it's 5:45, and that means one thing and one thing only. Welcome back to the TNC Watchalong. Norwich City once again in championship action this evening, taking on Bristol City. So wonderful to have you joining us for this show this evening. I'm sure there's going to be fun, there's going to be games, there's going to be goals. And to do all of that alongside, I'm with my good friend, sea shanty extraordinaire, and all around good bloke, Chris Reed. How you doing, my friend?
Mate, I am so excited for this game, like genuinely pumped for this game, and couldn't be more confident as well. I can see it in the comment section already. People are buzzing for this. This has got to be 3 points for Norwich City tonight. This has got to be the game that we cement our place at the top of the league even further, assert our dominance, put our flag in the sand. This is the time that Norwich City thrive. This is the occasion where Norwich City absolutely demolish a team. I've got a funny feeling about tonight, Jack. I cannot wait.
Absolutely. And I know what Chris also cannot wait for, and it's this. Norwich City, best fan channel in the world, Talk Norwich City, is proudly sponsored by OneFootball. You can download the OneFootball app in the description below to stay across all of the results, all of the Norwich City latest news. Get involved, link in the description. They love Norwich City. We love OneFootball. You love OneFootball. Get involved. Links in the description. And here we are, the first super chat of the evening, early doors. And it's MCFC Dons. I can't get this song out of my head. I wonder what song it is. I think I know what song it is. I'm sure we'll be getting onto it later on. Remember, get your score predictions in this evening. It's Norwich City against Bristol City. This is the point of the season where it feels like you've literally just played the team. It was the same with Cardiff, wasn't it? We played them literally a month ago. Bristol City didn't seem that long ago. It was a memorable victory over them last time out. DXN tuning in from North Carolina, pivoting from inauguration coverage to the TNC watching. 20 yellows. If that's not a gear change, I don't know what is. Brilliant stuff. Welcome along. I hope we can give you some escape from the crazy world this evening.
As always, don't forget to get your TNC setups in this evening. Take a picture of your screen. Let us know where you're watching in the world, how you're watching, cats, dogs, grandmas, granddads, beer, wine, cocktails, and Coca-Cola if you can't drink, whatever you like. Hashtag NCFC at Talk Norwich City and tell us what your TNC setup is this evening. I'm on the TNC Twitter account as we speak. I'm also on the TNC Instagram account, and I will make sure personally that we share and retweet every single one as a thanks for your support. We're back. We're bigger than ever before, and this is going to be an insane watch along tonight.
It certainly is. And here are the teams we will be cheering on this evening. It's unchanged for Norwich City other than the goalkeeper. Tim Krul returns. He has provided negative COVID tests and will feature this evening. Max Aarons, Grant Hanley, Ben Gibson and Jakob Sorensen, the defensive line. McLean and Skip in the middle with a forward three of Cantwell, Vrancic and Buendia, and it's Jordan Hugo up front. A quick spin through the Bristol City team, a name up front that you'll certainly all recognise. Beckles' boy Chris Martin leads the line next to Jeju, and other than that, it's a team that we basically came up against last time. Alfie Mawson, of course, once linked with Norwich City in their defensive line. Chris, Norwich City, in terms of form, the best in the division, coming off the back of a decent win against Cardiff City, 7 points clear of third place, 4 points clear of second place. We're in a very good position, aren't we? But it's games like this that you need to just come through.
Yeah, absolutely, mate, 100%. Like a lot of... I thought actually it was one of our most comfortable performances against Cardiff. And I know we tailed off in the second half a wee bit, but that's kind of okay. That's going to happen in games of championship football. And at the end of the day, you go away from home, you get the job done. And it is a similar occasion tonight, I feel like. Of course, Bristol do pose a slight threat, but it shouldn't be a massive challenge for Norwich City. Like, we should be beating Bristol tonight. It's got to happen. We can do it. We should do it. We need to keep up the form. It's the perfect, like, this is the perfect game to get a back-to-back win. Like, it's perfect. So Fingers crossed we can do it. I'm hoping we can do it. Jack, one of the things we haven't spoken about, by the way, is what's your big score prediction tonight?
I think Bristol City away, in terms of a team that Norwich City are suited to go up against, they set up perfectly for us. High line, got in behind them a lot. I think we'll set up differently tonight because of Jordan Hugo. We play slightly differently. Remember back to that game, Marco Stiefman and Teemu Pukki were just unstoppable. When Deer scored that wonderful goal, we did have a nervy second half in that game. We gave away a penalty. If they would have scored that, they would have got it back to 3-2. The final result was 3-1. So we would have learnt lessons from that. They would have done as well. I don't think they'll be playing such a high line. I think they'll be slightly more defensively sound. Look, the scoreline 2-1 has been ever present in Norwich City games this season. I think if you're a betting person, you'd be getting on that every game. It would be very profitable. I can see something like that again tonight. I don't think it's. I don't think we're going to cruise through it. I think they've got slightly more attacking emphasis than other teams we've come up against this season. But yeah, 2-1 for me. It seems like the safe bet. I'm going to be boring. I don't think it's going to be a nervy 2-1, but I don't think it's going to be a comfortable game.
Okay, well, Jack doesn't think it's going to be comfortable. Let us know your score predictions in the chat. I'll let you know mine. 3-0 Norwich City. We are going to bulldoze them tonight. I've got a funny feeling about it. And I want to touch on this, Jack. Dubai Canary, great point. I really want to, he's of course not died, but I want to pay my respects to Daniel Barden, the big bad Barden. He says, good to see Krul back, but big shout out to Barden. He did good. Yeah, he did. He really did. And actually as well, we spoke about this in the last watch-along, didn't the defense do ever so well to protect him as well and to stop those shots being peppered on goal against the young keeper? And don't forget as well that Big Bad Barden was tested early doors against Cardiff City. Just 19 seconds, Cardiff almost broke the deadlock. Big Bad Barden comes out and he grabs the ball. And I'm super impressed with him. I know that Tim Krul is absolutely buzzing with that as well. And this is what I love about the Championship, Jack, is that it always feels like more of a squad achievement. Like, this isn't just about a first 11. And that's almost why I look at the team news, of course, with interest. But actually, I'm kind of okay with whoever Daniel Farke's going to play, because players will need rest. Obviously, players will get injured, and now we've got into the mix. We've got COVID as well. But having Tim Krul back tonight is a tremendous boost to that Norwich City side, and will make the defence, dare I say, even more resolute.
Well, I think it's remarkable. It shows the squad depth, because once again, Teemu Pukki's not available tonight. He also won't be at the weekend. He's got some kind of side strain, but there's no real mention of Teemu Pukki in the comments, replying to team news, because you've got a striker in Jordan Hugill who knows this league inside out, will score goals, has scored goals for Norwich City, and he's a great replacement. I think it's an absolute, there's no better compliment to pay to Big Bad Barden other than when he's on the team sheet. There's no comments, because it's just, well, we've got a 19-year-old goalkeeper in goal. He'll do a job and he'll win football matches. He's been on the winning side multiple times. He's kept clean sheets in his time between the sticks. And you would never know that these, last few games have been some of his first in professional football. So he's been brilliant. Big mention as well to Michael McGovern, who's had to step in countless times this season. And then, of course, you've got Tim Krul, who is the best goalkeeper in the division. So we're blessed to have three good goalkeepers. I don't think we'll be signing another one in January. I think they've got full faith in Dan Barden, and a genuine big up to the whole squad, because there's been a lot of injuries this season, more than normal. I think that's been something to do with COVID and the condensed season, but everyone's done miraculously well. I mean, you look back to Luton away, and I know we lost that game, but we couldn't even name a substitute bench. We were basically putting under 18s on the bench. You forget about that time. And this is a team that's miles clear at the top of the division. In terms of the bookmakers, they've got us at like an 80% chance of promotion. So it's remarkable.
It's remarkable. And I tell you what else is remarkable is the sheer amount of comments in the comment section. We do not, like, I cannot begin to say how much we appreciate your support. It's unbelievable. Get your mates involved in the watch along tonight. Grab the link, share it in your WhatsApp group chats, however you're watching tonight. Like it, share it. Let's get all of your mates in tonight and enjoy it. Let's go through some of the comments now, Jack. Fred Snell is joining us tonight. He says, I'm feeling goals tonight. We will puncture through their high line. Isaac is going conservative. He's going for 1-0. John just says quite simply, there will be goals in this game. A little request from Sammy Claus 14. Hi lads, can we get the TNC shanty instead of Zombie Nation? Look, that's up to. Like, I think Zombie Nation is the traditional goal celebration music on the TNC watch along, but perhaps with Jack's nod of approval, the TNC shanty will come out of the final whistle if we win. But that's
yeah, we can't be having it if we lose.
No, absolutely not. Kieran Sanders says 1-0 Norwich. Paul says 3-0 Norwich. Joe says 2-1 Norwich. Chris Martin bound to score. He says, yeah, let's see. Neil Luther is predicting a pick break on the 37th minute for Jack tonight. I'm with you on that, Neil. Actually, it could well be. Colin, he's with me. He says 3-0 Norwich as well. Archie's clearly on the Lakers. He says 4-0 Norwich. Absolutely love it. Loads of really, really confident score predictions. And why the hell not, Jack? We're top of the league. We're having a laugh. The Lakers flowing. The hats are ready to rock. Zombie Nation is ready to pump into the TNC watch along at Moss. 399 people already watching. Jack, are you worried about anything tonight going to this game? Like, be honest with me. I feel like you're a bit on edge. Like, I think this might be a banana skin for you.
No, I don't see it as a. I think Bristol City. We can't underestimate them in terms of they were top of the division for I think they won their first 6 games of the season. Like they've got some really decent players in there. They've maybe tailed off a little bit and they've got an inexperienced manager, but there's a good side in this. The thing with the Championship though is you never know what to expect. And I know that's a massive cliche, but there's a lot of people saying 4-0, 5-0. I love the confidence, and that could happen. And you've got every reason to believe that. When you've got Cantwell, Buendia, Jordan Hugill can score goals. We've got so much attacking ability, but always in the back of your mind, you're like, this. It's not a banana skin, but there is potential for it to go wrong. And if we were to lose tonight, or if we were to draw tonight, that still doesn't change anything in my mind because it's a long season. You will slip up from time to time. You only have to look at the recent form of Bournemouth. A few weeks ago, people were lauding them as being this marvellous side, and they are a good side, and they have got lots of ability. They haven't won in their last 3 or 4 games, lost a couple on the bounce. So they're in trouble, which does give, and this is the thing that puts anxiety in me. There's opportunity here for Norwich to really start to create a gap. I think, in my opinion, and I don't even think it's a hot take anymore, it's between us and Brentford for the title. I don't think Watford are in it. I don't think Bournemouth are in it. I don't think Swansea are in it. I think Swansea defensively are the most sound in the division, but us and Brentford, and people have said it, whoever finishes above Norwich City this season win the division, and I still believe that. The teams are just walking out. This last 15 minutes has flown by.
Jack,
Canaries back.
I was just going to say, Jack, speaking of people that are in it, Big Bad Barry is in the house. All we need now is Cheesy Geezer, David Berman, the man with the best cocktail. We've got Norfolk's best farmer. Who else have we got? We've got all the regulars in tonight. Lovely to see you always. 402 of you now. Don't forget to share this with your mates before kickoff. Get them in for the full watch-along experience. If they've not tried the watch-along before, you know that this is where the party is. You know that this is the best place to watch your digital match day experience. It's one hell of a ride. And I
still keep thinking, Chris, and I am getting ahead of myself, but I have been all season. It's very likely that we'll still be doing these come the end of the season. I don't think Carrow Road will be back to full capacity, which probably means at some point we'll be celebrating promotion on here. And genuinely, like, people have been talking about 24-hour live streams and stuff, and I promise it will happen. That could be the moment, but like without even planning for it, we could be getting people on. It would be amazing, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I'll have to just shout down the stairs to the missus. Okay, sorry, I'm on for 24 hours now. I tell you what, we do need to start seriously considering the trophy lift on the TNC Watch Along, Jack.
I mean, like, you know, we thankfully as Norwich fans, we've been able to celebrate a few promotions, you know, in my supporting life and more in yours, Chris. But it's always unbelievable. Like Villa away last year, Coventry at home, you know, back in the Lambert days, Wembley. There's been so many great times. It will be different this year, I think, when it happens. But it's going to be amazing. Great to see all of you in the comment section. A quick shout out for Laken's. This is the beer we drink, brewed in Great Yarmouth. Genuinely really decent beer and also cheap. Like a crate of 12 is like 20 quid with the discount code. Get the discount code in the description. It helps us. It helps a local company. Win-win. And it's genuinely great beer. Laken's. We're powered by them.
Hannah Lloyd has joined us on YouTube with lovely, well, it's a lovely picture of your cat, should I say. I had to pause before I said that. Debating whether to get the third kit you guys wearing is not helping. We love the third kit, don't we, Jack? It's a solid performer. Definitely get it, Hannah, 100%. I was just going to say as well, Jack.
It'll go on sale soon.
The players are about to kick off. But before we do that, I want to say a massive big up to Ryan D on Twitter, who's got in his TNC setup. Don't forget to get yours in. Hashtag NCFC at Talk Norwich City on Twitter, on Instagram. Post your pictures of your TV with your laptop, however you're watching the TNC watch along tonight, and we will share every single one as a thanks for your support. Right, we're off, Jack, and it's gone all to Slabhead Hanley and Gibson, the man with absolutely insane passing stats, by the way. Did you see those in the week?
Yeah. Best in the division by a long way. Just quickly for my benefit and also the viewers, what time is your iFollow on?
Here we go. I'm on 33 seconds now.
Oh, 42, me.
Oh, no, that's too far. I'll have to refresh.
The last time we played Bristol City, I don't know if any of you remember, I was having to watch it. It was on Sky, wasn't it? It was an early kickoff. And I was genuinely about 4 minutes behind that day. So I didn't have a clue. Well, I was just listening to Chris. I'm on a minute. It's just clicked past on mine. It's Norwich City against Bristol City. Welcome to every one of you joining us. I hope that no one's missed the game tonight because a 6 p.m. weekday kickoff is very strange. But there we are.
It will catch a lot of people out by surprise tonight. Let's go quickly into the comment section. Mr. Radio Floyd, one of the winners of the unique prints in the last watch. Don't worry, my man. It's on its way to you by post in the coming days. He says, come on, you Yellow's underrated gamer is kicking off the chance in the comment section. As always, now's your chance. Absolutely love it. Del Lavelle is clearly on the biz. They're saying, piss the game, piss the league. Yeah, why the hell not? We should do this tonight. I'm really, really excited for it. Chaz Tats, a regular, of course. Here we go. Almost missed kick.
Norwich City breaking forwards here. Emi Buendia on the ball in their penalty area. He'll go back to Todd Cantwell. He'll strike one. Oh, this
Mario Vrancic has almost got on the end of a goalkeeper spill there as well. Just 2 minutes and, well, probably 2 minutes on the clock when that chance happens there. Mario Vrancic was an absolutely sumptuous ball over the top to the Argentinian Jesus Christ. He cuts it out to Todd Cantwell, who gets it straight on target, and it's almost spilt to Mario Vrancic, Jack. First chance, first blood, almost.
Yeah, I think the lovely thing about that, just an effortless move. Brilliant play from Jakob Sorensen down the left, threads it into Emi Buendia. When Emi Buendia's got the ball at his feet, you know something good will happen. And it's Todd Cantwell gets his shot away on target, saved by the goalkeeper. Good early chance from Norwich, and that's not going to be the last. Mike, NCFC Super Mario's due a goal today. And he's running through again there, and the keeper gets it. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Tell you what, Jack, one of the things I noticed there, Jordan Hugill looks like he's got his running boots on tonight. And I tell you what, one of the things that we didn't give enough praise to,
that's close.
One of the things I didn't give enough praise to after the Cardiff game, Jack, was Jordan Hugill's work rate was absolutely off the charts. Todd Cantwell, of course, got all of the plaudits.
This is looking very good. Norwich City piling men forwards. They clearly want the early goal. Mario Brandt on the left-hand side. Really good start. Norwich this.
Yeah, I was just saying, Jack, Todd Cantwell got all of the plaudits and deservedly so. But Jordan Hugill, my God, he worked hard. And it wasn't just a trotting around working hard, just tirelessly from the first minute to the last. Like, he did not stop. And I've got so much time and respect for Jordan. This is his chance to shine over the next few games with Pookie out with, of course, I think it was a side strain he's out with. So this is an opportunity for Jordan Hugill. And perhaps he'll get it now. It's a corner kick to Norwich City, Jack.
Yeah. Hugo, whether it's Ida, whether it's Pookie, they have to work hard in this system. It was the reason why Josip Drmic didn't succeed, and he never fitted the system. But you have to press really hard, and you might not always get goals, but you've got the quality in behind you in Buendia and Cantwell to kind of make up for that. So promising start from Norwich. Hugo leading the line, of course. Actually, let me put the team news up. I have prepared a banner, so it'd be a shame to waste it. Unchanged other than Tim Krul in goal. I must admit, is Stiepermann injured, or is he just not?
Well, Stiepermann, he did actually have, in fact, he's still got, I think, quite an acute or quite a rare virus, Jack, actually. That he's currently getting fixed. And I also think there was a problem with his ear or possibly his nose. Let me know in the comments if you've remembered the full details from a few. I mean, to be honest with you, Jack, I'm used to us having so many injuries on the injury list now that I'm not reading it in its entirety because it depresses me. So I'm trying to do that. And by the way, Todd Campbell there with a brilliant ball out to Max Aarons out on the right-hand side. He whips the ball in and it's cleared by Bristol City. Here we go, Colin Cunningham, Mr. Sensible. By Joe, he's got his hat ready. Absolutely love it. I tell you what, you'll need that tonight. I'm confident of goals, and more goals.
Chris, in terms of the start from Norwich City, this is exactly what you want to be seeing. It's very fluid. We're pulling Bristol very wide. It's not if we score tonight, it's when. I mean, this is a really, really pleasing start from Norwich City. A couple of shots on goal. We're passing it. We've got so much confidence at the moment. It's oozing out of us. It's wonderful. Yeah, wonderful.
And that's what I love about when Todd Cantwell is full of confidence. He just plays with such a swagger that puts teams on the back foot. They don't know whether he's going left, right, twisting, turning, roulette. We see this sort of aura around players like James Maddison, Jack Grealish. Todd Cantwell has got the latent potential to get to that level if he stays on the pitch playing football and if Daniel Farke keeps his faith in him. He's got all of the potential in the world, Todd Cantwell. He's a joy to watch at the moment.
Max Aarons to whip it in from the right-hand side. It's cleared by Bristol City, only just, and it'll trickle out for a Norwich City throw-in.
David Berman, the man with the best cocktail on YouTube, says, good evening, guys. Hopefully a good win for the lads tonight. Yeah, thanks, David. Always appreciate seeing you in the chat. We love a bit of that. Tracy says, Bristol have an injury crisis, apparently. I don't know. Do they? Let us know if that's true or not.
I think like Andy Weimann and players like that are injured. I think they had a really strong start, and then they tailed off a little bit.
I do rate Weimann, to be fair, so that is a big miss. If that's.
I think I might be wrong. Check out One Football. You'll find out on there.
Russ Vernon, thanks so much for the praise, mate. Always appreciate it. We've got to stay happy and positive and raise each other up. And that's what it's all about in the TNC community. Thanks for joining us tonight. Timestamp 6 minutes, 56 seconds on the clock. Bristol actually attacking forwards at the moment in midfield. They pulled the shot. Oh, I tell you what, they could have nicked that. And it's actually gone out for a corner there, Jack. Tim Krul on the ropes there early doors. It's a big chance for Bristol.
It's a deflected shot, and it's fallen in between Jakob Sorensen and Tim Krul. Neither can really get there, and it's nearly their winger coming in. Thankfully, doesn't get there, but a moment of scare for Norwich City there.
Yeah, absolutely. It could be 1-0 to either side. 7 minutes 32 seconds gone now. Bristol have won themselves a corner. And this is their first sort of spell of possession, really, Jack. They're on the edge of the box with it now. They're number two as well. I've got so much in the boys. Jack, I don't know about you, but I've got so much confidence in the boys. So much confidence.
Definitely. I can't seem to get comments on screen, which is weird.
Oh, really? I've got them on mine, mate. You are a bit pissed though.
Am I?
Callum,
am I back?
You're back.
Good to see
you. Right.
Lack of communication there, which is unusual for Krul. Yeah, I agree. I think, look, when you're switching goalkeepers as regularly as we have been, that communication is probably going to take a little while to get back. I think in that instance there, it was a really tricky one. It was in between Krul and Sorensen. It was a bit too far away for either, and thankfully it was too far away for the winger as well. I think it was Casey Palmer who nearly got on the end of it. So a moment of worry for Norwich City, but still, we've certainly been the better side in its opening 8 minutes.
Just want to say a massive big up to my good friend Kalin Datsov, who is one of the winners of the TNC unique print competition, the last watch-along. He is watching all the way from Bulgaria. So in the comment section right now, say a massive hello to Kalin, who is new to the Talk Norwich City channel.
Are you shipping posters to Bulgaria?
Mate, you need to up my wages. And I tell you what,
this could be an expensive process.
I'm just going through all of the TNC setups at the moment, and I'm retweeting absolutely all of them on the TNC account. Thank you so much.
Did Simon have his dinner with that in that picture?
Yeah, there was a dinner set up with beans.
Extra points for dinner included in the shot for sure.
Yeah, agreed. Absolutely agreed.
What Simon got there?
Your man?
What have you got for dinner?
What have I got for dinner?
No. What's Simon got for dinner?
Simon's got he's got set up with bangers, mash and beans.
That is such an elite dinner.
It's such a solid performance. And
that's such a top of the championship table dinner.
Big Bad Barry's welcoming in Callan. Archie says hi, Callan. Nick says hi, Callan. Simon says hello, Callan. I love this. This is what it's all about on the TNC Watch Along. This is the best Norwich City community on the internet by a country mile.
I love this as well. So many of you have just finished watching the inauguration. Let me start again. Inauguration. I know we've got a lot of American viewers, so brilliant to have you along. And I hope this is. I mean, it's a different kind of entertainment, but I hope you find some kind of enjoyment out of it. 10 minutes, 21 seconds on the clock in this championship encounter between Norwich and Bristol City. I see a lot of you are joining us now. Hopefully you realised it was a 6 o'clock kickoff. I think we were nearly caught out. Didn't realise it was so early until the other day. Norwich City, the brighter of the two teams so far. Bristol City just gradually growing into the game, but our attacking four just look great.
Can I just say, like, I know we'll get back. To be fair, there's not much happening in the game at the moment. The comment section at the moment is just the loveliest thing. People being so kind, welcoming Callan, saying big up to Big Bad Barry. It's so good that people are being positive and kind to each other. This is what it's all about. This lockdown is shit for all of us. And so all we can do is help each other, be kind, be happy.
Max Aaron's Jordan Hugill.
Oh, Jordan's got a great touch on that. Oh, it's unlucky. Bristol have had to hoof it clear. It's end-to-end stuff at the moment in the opening exchanges, isn't it, Jack?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's and I think Norwich will like that. I think they'll like that the game's open. The games in which it has been open this season, Norwich have done best in. So I don't think that will be too much of a bad thing. The Bristol City goalkeeper kit is seriously punchy. If you haven't got it on your telly, well worth a Google. Bristol City's goalkeeper kit is pink and green and yellow and an interesting complexion.
Yeah, it is indeed. It is indeed. Thank you so much for getting in your TNC setups. If you want to enter as well, all you've got to do is hashtag NCFC at Talk Norwich City. Take a picture of your screen, however you're watching, with the football in the background. Extra points for your dinner. We'll retweet absolutely all of them. Jakob Sorensen, the makeshift left back, playing it to Todd Cantwell in midfield now, dancing around the Bristol City midfielder and plays it back to Ben the passer Gibson.
Yeah, look, Ben Gibson's. And we're coming forward to it. That's nearly a lovely ball from Jakob Sorensen. Ben Gibson's importance to this side cannot be overlooked, not only from a defensive point of view, but going forwards, he is by far the most confident passer of the ball in that defensive line. And when he's got it, and we saw so often last season, whether it was Zimmerman or whether it was Godfrey, they'd regain possession and then give it straight back away, whether it was a long ball or a short ball. Gibson doesn't do that. He's got the best pass completion rate of any defender in the whole of the division, and one of the best out of any player in the whole division. Ben Gibson has been a marvellous signing.
Jack, there was someone who commented on, I'm sorry, but I haven't actually managed to find
Campbell down the left-hand side, opportunity to cross the ball. He will.
Oh, surely.
I think you're on your own there, mate.
What? That was a handball, wasn't it? Aidan Townsend reckons it was handball. That's a handball.
Is Aidan Townsend your burner account? Because it's literally.
Yeah.
Julian Scott, Jack's newspaper stand makes his room look like a Costa's. Julian, for all you know, I could be in a Costa right now.
I hope not. They got a big fine if you were. Big fine.
Yeah,
Eric 97 says, good to see Cruel back in the side. Yeah, it absolutely is. Really is.
Progressing forwards down the right hand side. It will be crossed in, and there's Tim Krul. Safe hands as always. Time check for David: 13 minutes 46 seconds. I know a lot of you are watching on Sky tonight, so you'll probably be a little bit ahead of us. But pause us all. No, you can't pause us. Pause Sky for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Don't pause us. Todd Cantwell, again, dictating play from midfield, Jack. And our defence are really stepping up here. We're literally almost right where we are now, right on the halfway line, really penning Bristol City back in these opening minutes, just trying to find that through ball at the moment. We saw it just there as well with, I think that was Ben Gibson, who once makes a wayward pass. And Ollie Skip working hard in midfield to keep that tempo. But that's, I think, maybe the slight issue for Norwich, actually, and I'm not moaning, but my constructive criticism already is that we're not fast enough at the moment, Jack. I feel like the boys need to up the tempo a bit. What do you think?
Yeah, I think something I've seen, and we saw it in the away match as well, in terms of the passes. The distance of the pass is longer, and we're trying to almost get through the whole of the Bristol City defensive line in one pass. And it might not work every time, but one or two of them will click. So, yeah, look, 79% possession for Norwich so far. And I know that's a stat that you can't read too much into, but we are dominating the early stages of this one.
And speaking about dominating possession, Michael Hoffer is dominating America with his incredible company, Hoffer and Webb, of course, a sponsor of Talk Norwich City. Anyone that needs anything legal in America, which, let's be frank, they need that right now. Michael Hoffer says, greetings from America, waking up from a long, dark night. 3 points would be the perfect topping to a great day here. Michael, good evening to you, my friend. Welcome along to the TNC Watchalong. Loads of people pouring in now. 537.
Norwich City are pouring forwards. Max Aaron's down the right-hand side. Can't find the pass. Mario Vrancic on the edge of the box.
Mario, move it. There's so much.
Mario, hit it.
There's so much space for Mario and Todd at the moment, Jack. I don't think we're moving it quick enough.
It's coming, mate. It's coming.
Yeah, it is. It is coming. Unlike Ipswich Town's League One promotion charge.
I mean that literally never been even in the equation. And I love. Look, Lambert's doing a good job there.
Yeah, class. Got the fans in.
Yeah.
You know what I say? Give him a new contract.
Yeah, I don't think the one he's got is long enough at the moment, or financially lucrative enough.
Is it only until 2025? Isn't it?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not long enough. I mean, I think you're looking at a 2030 contract upgrade for me. Like what he's doing in League One with that football club now, he's really working wonders with them.
Jordan Hugill, he's found himself in a lovely position here. He's still going into the penalty area. Good run, good pass. Shame about the final touch, but Jordan Hugill already very involved in this game.
Yeah, and it's unlucky actually from Jordan. And tell you what, by the way, what a bloody ball there from Ben Gibson. And it's brought down by Jordan Hugill incredibly well. But Bristol City defender is just on his back, pushing off the ball there. And it's gone out for a goal kick. 17 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock. Thank you so much for joining us all this evening. Loads of you in the comments section. Absolutely love it. Let us know your score predictions. Have you changed your mind? I'm not moving. I'm sticking with 3-0 Norwich this evening. Let me know if you think I've had too much Lakins already. Loads of TNC setups coming in on Twitter as well. Thanks for getting them in. I'm retweeting them all as I speak. Jakob Sorensen there with a delicious... He is so good. You genuinely would not know that he's covering at left back at the moment. Todd Cantwell. Oh, my God. He's turned into a prime Messi there. Outrageous.
You know when Cantwell's confident because he will just drift into any position. He constantly wants the ball. And that's what we want from Todd Cantwell. We want him on the ball. He's similar to, Maddison was like that, drifting all over the pitch. Grealish does it so well. And Cantwell over the last couple of games, I genuinely think that certainly the first half against Cardiff, unplayable. Adam is in the comment section. Evening, lads, can we take a moment to appreciate how awesome our defence has become? Gibbo, Slabhead, Max, and Lungi, top rate. Jamal and Ben, Adam, it's been one of the big reasons we're at the top of the table. We've limited goals against us. I mean, we were shipping at a real rate of knots the last time we were in the Championship, and it worked, but I don't think we could quite do it the same way this time. And Ben Gibson in particular has been really, really, really good. And Sorensen as well, who's not a defender. Max Aaron's opportunity to cross it. Oh, he's cleared off the line.
Oh, I tell you what, Jack, what a ball that is from Todd Cantwell out wide to Max Aarons. He finds that cross, and it's so unlucky. Emi Buendia has literally just had something cleared almost off the line. It's last-ditch stuff from Bristol City. And I tell you what, Jack, I think that was going in. I think the goalkeeper was fooled. It was going into the centre of the net. It should be 1-0 Norwich City by now. Surely.
Yeah, it was a lovely move from Norwich. Just needed a bit more of a deft touch from Buendia. Again, though, finding that ball out to Max Aarons, we are really starting to create good quality chances now. And that's what we want to see. Good start from Norwich. Still haven't got the goal, but the more likely of the two sides to score at the moment.
Yeah, 100%. We've started really brightly, Jack, really brightly. And as you described earlier, and, it's just going to add to that, Todd Cantwell playing with such swagger. He's just vibing across the pitch all of the time, left to right, up and down, floating in positions, coming back and doing the defensive work as well, which is great to see. I can't praise him enough at the moment. He's been absolutely brilliant. I think actually, Jack, what we are seeing at the moment, potentially, which sounds a bit harsh, I know, and that's a lovely ball to Todd Cantwell. Oh, and the goalkeeper's collected it. Possibly the issue we're seeing at the moment, Jack, is Teemu Pukki's runs, because he's creating space for the likes of Mario and Todd to get more forwards. Because at the moment, Todd and Mario are finding themselves on the ball, but way too deep to actually put shots on target or make those delicate through balls that we know and love and trust. So at the moment, Norwich are doing the right thing, but as I've said already, we need to up the tempo. And by the way, I've just said that Jordan Hugill maybe is the weak link. Jordan Hugill there, absolutely brilliant. Wins the ball back, fighting like a beaver. Absolutely fantastic stuff from Jordan Hugill.
Yeah, that's what he does well. Look, Hugill and Pukki are very contrasting strikers. And I think when you go from starting Pukki to starting Hugill, the way in which you play has to change. And that's not always easy. But I think Hugill's becoming more accustomed to the system. If I could pick out a Pukki or Hugill to start, it would be Pukki every time. But Hugill as a second choice striker in the Championship is brilliant. And he would be the first choice striker for 17, 18 teams in the Championship. So it's brilliant. He's our backup. Chaz Tats, does this reek of another 2-1 or is it just me? No, it's not just you, Chaz Tats. I'm going with a 2-1 this evening. Look, the way in which we started, you could argue we should probably be scoring more, but we haven't got the opener yet. But we're creating chances. And as I always say, in the opening 20 minutes, you just want to see that the intent is there, and it certainly is tonight.
Wow. Do you always say that, Jack? Interesting. Wow. Michael Hoffer. Did Chris just say bites it like a beaver? I need to incorporate that into my repertoire. I said fighting like a beaver, Michael, but yeah, why not? Why not?
Have you ever seen a beaver in real life?
Have I seen a beaver?
Yeah.
Mate. Oh, Jesus. Let's quickly move on. Jack. Have you seen a beaver?
No, because it's an animal that's often talked about, but I don't think I've
seen it. Says, Chris, how much would it cost for a live rendition of the sea shanty at half time? Look, Chaz, you were late to the party, and what we've decided is Zombie Nation for goal celebrations today. As always, if Norwich City win this game, and if the super chats are flowing in, there will be a TNC shanty at the full-time whistle. Okay, but you have to get the super chats in. Okay.
If you've been living under a rock and you haven't heard Chris's sea shanty rendition that has gone viral on Twitter, it's a genuine work of art. And art is a very loose term, and I'll let you decide how you define that. But it is some kind of art.
And Toby reckons it's art. He says, evening, lads. Hope all is well. Come on, boys. 3-0 in my opinion. He's with me. There you go. Chris, what scoreline do you want for a live rendition of your infamous song? Quality. Look, Toby, thanks so much for the super chat and for the support and for agreeing with my score prediction. Look, if Norwich win and the super chats are up, I'll sing the TNC shanty at the full-time whistle. It's as simple as that. Yeah, Jack, the TNC shanty, I should probably give a bit of context. For those of you that don't know, there's a social media trend at the moment called sea shanties, right? And it started by those 4 blokes in the tight jeans. And then someone edited that and someone edited that and it got bigger and bigger. Anyway, so I thought, you know what? Bit of creativity one day. I sat down, started, writing down these Norwich City lyrics and just pieced it together and thought, you know what, let's just put it out there for the world to enjoy. We're all struggling through lockdown at the moment, and I fancied putting some smiles on people's faces, and it's certainly done that. I mean, the only people that don't like it, of course, are, the Stone Island wearing football Twitter brigade, but quite frankly, I don't need them in my life. So I hope everyone's enjoying it.
Chris WhatsApped me the other day and said, look, I've come up with it was about 9:30 in the morning. And he said, I've written a Norwich City sea shanty. And I immediately thought, wow, Chris has been on the Laken's early doors here, because no normal functioning human being is writing sea shanties at 9:30 in the morning. Then he said, right, I'll sing it on the TNC Watchalong. And I was like, right, I'm excited. Then I logged on Twitter last night, having just watched an episode of Luther, to see that Chris had edited the version with like a yellow and green disco theme and his light up hat. As Norwich City come down the left-hand side, Jakob Sorensen in a dangerous position. Over the box. Go on, Jakob, do something.
Jakob Sorensen there has turned into a prime CR7. Brilliant stuff. Max Aaron's
out clean. Oh!
It's a corner kick to Norwich City. Kenny McLean, the mayor of Norfolk, popping shots on goal. Norwich City are turning up the heat, moving through the gears now, possibly into gear 4 now. Looking good, aren't we, Jack?
Gear 3, cruise control, speed control's on. We're just we're conserving fuel at the moment. Can Hanley get his head on this? It's going to be whipped in. It's a terrible corner from Emi Buendia, who can't beat the first man.
Christopher Rayner says this is turning into the two Ronnies. We've had Anton Deck, the Norfolk Anton Deck, the 2 Ronnies, whatever. We're here to entertain the masses, and that's our mission in this lockdown.
As long as it's not Dumb and Dumber, we're fine.
Tell you what, Aiden's calling for the TNC shanty to go on Spotify.
Don't start.
Oh dear! And it's, by the way,
this goal is coming.
It is, and we just watched there, folks, a great bit of interlinking play there from Maro Vrancic and Emi Buendia. Just a bit too hot to pass it out wide again. Todd Cantwell now talking to, I think it is Emi, pointing out to his right. I think he wants it faster. And let's see if Emi gives it to him. Wow, here we go. Another watch along. 566 of you in the house. Loads of TNT flowing in. Timestamp.
Do you just realise what you just said?
Yeah, I know. Why not? Good to see.
Stuart Webber's got a hat on, and if anyone could remember the Gary Karza episode podcast we did, I've literally worn the socks he gave us every single day since that. He gave us like 60 pairs of socks, which was amazing.
Still wear them, mate, to this day. The
QPR kit locker and just gave us loads of stuff. Amazing. But I do have one of the hats.
We've just seen Stuart Webber on screen there, looking confident with his shoulders back in his seat, looking quite relaxed. Cheesy Geezer now. He says, hey. Oh God, you know what that means when Cheesy Geezer turns up? The crap joke is incoming. Why not? Cheesy Geezer in the house, Big Bad Barry, all of the regulars are in, which we'd love to see. Todd Cantwell playing it out the back to Ben Gibson, who's getting his
go on.
It's a brilliant ball. Go on. Oh, it's a great chance. It's a brilliant chance. It's an absolutely extravagant vision from Ben Gibson. He gets his head up. He finds the through ball. It's cut straight through Bristol City's defence like a hot knife through butter. Kenny McLean wraps his right peg round it, and it's just missed. Norwich City now are knocking on the door. It has to be 1-0 soon. It has to be. bodies in the box, falling over everywhere. We've just had a corner kick. Everyone did
hit it.
Go on, Todd. Go on, Todd. Oh, it's a great start. We're looking really good.
Ben Gibson, he's a player.
Ben Gibson is outrageously good.
Right. Also, if anyone guessed 28 minutes, 22 seconds on the TNC going to the toilet bingo, go and collect your prizes.
Jack Reeve off to the toilet. Congratulations if you've won the piss break bingo. Jack has gone to the toilet. Tim says the mayor is feeling saucy today. Yeah, he is. Adam also agrees. The mayor's looking good. Simon, Norfolk's best farmer, says, what a strike from the mayor. David Berman, the man with the best cocktails, says, fantastic attempt by McLean. It was indeed. It was a brilliant strike, but it has to be said that it started from Ben Gibson. He picks his head up. He's doing it right now, again, as we speak. He's getting his head up and he's trying to find those big, bold through balls, which is absolutely brilliant. And we're doing it right now as we speak. We've got Max Aarons out on the right with the ball, calming things down somewhat. We're now playing it back through our defence. Oakley River says Gibson loves a direct ball. Yeah, he does. And he's blooming good at it as well. Gollins Vlogs is popping through the Lakens. He says, come on, you yellows. Absolutely, indeed. And it's out wide to Kenny McLean at the moment. He's chipped it back through. It's into the box. Bristol City have cleared it. Jakob Sorensen now going to take the throw in. Jack, we're still knocking on the door. They're turning.
Yeah, we're knocking on the door, but I think in a moment we're going to get one of them big things that the police use and just whack it down, because I think we're frustrated with politely doing things. And I think we're going to start getting aggressive in a minute. Right.
Okay. Fantastic stuff. Slabhead Hanley at the back now with the ball. Oh, mate, it's a joy to watch this Norwich City team.
It is a joy. It is a joy.
Comfortable. Like, do you know when you're right? Here's what it's like supporting Norwich at the moment. Do you know you get that feeling, right? Well, back in the day when you're allowed to go on holiday. Right? When you're allowed to go on holiday, right? Picture it back to your holiday, right? You're sitting on the bit. You're sitting in the hotel, Tenerife. You've got David Berman with your best cocktail in one hand. You've just sun creamed yourself up. And you're just lying back in the sunbed. And you know full well that as you lie back in the sunbed, that the DJ will start playing the tunes, just the perfect vibe in the background. And you know that the buffet is coming at 12 o'clock. You know the guy is going to walk around with the wet towel to put on your head to keep you cool. And that's how relaxed I feel watching Norwich City at the moment. There is nothing other than a win I see for these boys tonight.
And then, just as you've just finished the buffet, you're nicely full. The hot towel, the cold towel has nicely cooled your forehead down. Fabio, the waiter, comes over and says, "Christopher, it looks like you're having a joyful time. What could make your day better? Would it be a Lakens?" And you go, "Oh, Fabio, that's the equivalent of the performance being topped off by a splendid Norwich City goal."
Speaking of Lakens, don't forget you can get 20% off your next order, can't you, Jack? All you've got to do is click down in the comments, the description on YouTube, and you will see that you, the TNC fans, only you can get 20% off as a thanks for your support. Chaz,
and it is a genuinely really good deal. Like, once the 20% is off, it comes to about the same rate as like a bog standard horrible lager. So great to see Chaz Tats. It's a ball with him. Slabhead Hanley's there. And my shock. Jeju. Oh, no. Oh, God. Yeah, we're fine.
Get the ball out, boys. A brilliant stuff from Kenny McLean. Todd Cantwell finds the pass. Jordan Hugel tries to play it forwards. He's lost the ball. It's gone back to Bristol City. Goodness gracious me. Wow. Sam Rudman on YouTube. You two talk such utter nonsense. Sam, welcome to the TNC Watchalong. Thanks so much for your time.
I think if we were to have a unique selling point, that would be it.
We don't take ourselves too seriously. I mean, we're not. You know, this isn't just bland, bog standard. You know, football stuff. You know, we just like to have a laugh. So that's what we do. It's as simple as that. And
worryingly, mine and Chris's WhatsApp or phone chats are even worse. Like, we do actually put a bit of effort into making this relatively entertaining. Well, a little bit.
Well, a little bit. And speaking of making things relatively entertaining, this game isn't that just yet, is it, Jack? It's 32 minutes.
I think that's a bit hard. I mean,
what?
I think you're being a bit of a diva there saying that.
Oh, there's no breakthrough, mate. I want the breakthrough.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming before half time.
It is. It is, Jack. And we are turning up the temperature at the moment, slowly but surely. Jakob Sorensen.
The pleasing thing about this evening, and I think we're at our best when we do it, is we're getting our wing backs up really high. And I think when Jakob Sorensen and Max are in dangerous positions, things happen then. And we are doing that. As Kenny McLean will whip one in, he's been everywhere this evening. That's not the best cross, and that will go out for a throw-in.
Yeah, poor show. It's a poor
shout, by the way. Just as the game flat, Archie says, thoughts on Giannoulis. Now, we spoke about Dimitris Giannoulis last time we were on. He is, of course, now confirmed as a Norwich City player, and that deal will be permanent if we were to get promoted this season, which hopefully we will. I know him. He looks really well. I don't know him. I'd love to know him. I don't know him. From what I know, he looks like a very established, good left back, and he's had interest from top clubs across the world. Chris, you've chatted to the Greeks, haven't you, about this man, and they like him as well.
Yeah, it was really interesting, Jack, because a really well-known Greek journalist over there who's in touch with PAOK officials, where, of course, Giannoulis is from, contacted me asking for quotes, and I thought, what's this all about? This
Jakob Sorensen's in the area. Sorry to interrupt.
Pull the trigger! Jakob Sorensen there with a chance in lots of space. He finds himself in those positions quite often, doesn't he? 34 minutes, 39 seconds on the clock. No, Jack, I was going to say, it was this basically a Greek guy. I should say that respectfully. He is a Greek guy. He is a Greek guy. My Greek journo.
Great Greek guy.
He said to me, like 4 days before it was official.
Oh, here we go again. Kenny McLean down the left. Jakob Sorensen releases him. Crossed in off.
Oh, how's he not scored that? How's he not put that in? Oh, Jordan. Oh, that's an absolute sitter. It's a sitter.
Are cutting through this Bristol City defence like a brand new knife, and it's hot as well. McLean, Hugill has to score.
I tell you what, though, Jack, it is a good save, but he has to score. He has to score, but it is a good save.
It's a wonderful move, but you would back Hugill.
Literally every single Bristol City player is now in the box. Norwich City are absolutely all over them. We've still got possession. Todd Cantwell finding pockets of space. Marivac is getting the ball into the box. Ooh. Bristol City are all over the show at the moment. All over the show.
Max Aaron's down the right-hand side. He'll progress forward. He'll look for the pass. He'll find Todd Cantwell whipped in. Jordan Hugill!
Oh, yes! Come on! Get in there! Ooh. Get in there, the boys. 1-0 up. Jordan Hugill has done it. He responds straight away. He missed a massive chance, but no one cares about that anymore because he does what we have literally exactly what we signed him for. Todd Cantwell with a sexual ball into the box, and Jordan Hugill bangs it into the back of the net. Norwich City 1, Bristol City 0, and the comment section is going berserk. Simon, Norfolk's best farmer, goal, Galazzo, get in, Hugill, come on, get in there. Oh, it's absolutely popping off. It's amazing to see all of you. 661 of you in the house. Shane Jones says, let's go. Oh, it's brilliant.
The brilliant thing about that goal, Chris, is when we signed Jordan Hugill, they were the types of goals we were expecting. And here he is. Oh, nearly through again. It's a wonderful ball from Todd Cantwell, as a lot of you were saying. Callum Rivet, what a ball from Toddy Archie, Cantwell assist. It was a delicious ball, but it was the kind of ball, and I know it's a cliche, he's thrown it in the mixer, and you're hoping for Jordan Hugill to leap, and he does leap, and it's a wonderful glancing header, and he's really starting to turn into the player that we thought we would. And look, it was tough to genuinely create... what am I trying to say? It was tough to judge Jordan Hugill based on 5-10 minute cameo appearances here and there. Now he's starting regularly. He's scoring goals. He'd missed a really good opportunity. It was a good save. He makes amends with a brilliant header, and Norwich City deservedly find themselves 1-0 up in this game. Brilliant to have you all in the comment section. Brilliant from Norwich City so far.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Let's get some comments up in the comment section now. Seb Adams says, Hugh Goat strikes again. Oh, wow. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Oh, apparently we've had a good attempt. Let's see about Marek Vrancic. Oh, the goalkeeper is straight into the palms of the keeper's hands there. Oh, Pete, there's so much love for Hugo. Hugo. So much love for him. And Jack, I tell you what, God, I'm feeling confident with my 3-0 prediction. I just don't know how this Norwich team get beaten this season. Time after time, we try and write them off. We try and make excuses. We blame injuries. We blame COVID.
I'm just watching it back. It's a really
sublime. It's utterly sublime. Not just Todd Cantwell's cross, but the way that Jordan Hugill just gets that perfect glancing header on it. It's a proper championship striker's finish. That chuffed to pieces that Jordan Hugill has silenced his critics, and Norwich City are 1-0 up. The HMS Pistol League hats are on.
Great point from Neil Luther. That's a goal that Pookie wouldn't have scored. A different element to our attacks. Completely agree. And also, you have to take these performances and maybe the transition between Pookie and Hugill playing, because we have to play in a different style. You can't be looking for the runs that Pookie would make. Hugill's looking to get his head on the end of things. He's looking to hold the ball up. He's a different type of player. Play to his strengths and he'll score goals. As Max Aarons comes forwards here, it's a lovely flick back to Kenny McLean, who'll whip one in, and it nearly travels into the back of the net. It's all Norwich City at the moment. It's like the Acre straight at rush hour. One-way traffic.
It absolutely is, Jack. We knew this was coming. We know that when Norwich City are on their A game, they're unstoppable. And Max Aarons there, just playing back heels as if he's got his move to Barcelona. It's absolutely extravagant stuff. Norwich City are on fire, and Prime Sinister says one more. Tim says, Kenny going full sore cross today. Yeah, absolutely. We absolutely love it. Why the hell not? Mr. Radio Floyd.
That's the lovely thing about Jordan Hugill, isn't it? Is he's clearly like a character as well. And he's a good bloke to have in the dressing room. And I think that where we've maybe fell down in recruitment and the Stuart Webber signings that haven't worked in recent years are the players that maybe haven't quite fitted into the dressing room. That's not necessarily the players' faults, because people are different and some humans get on with others and some don't. But Hugill is clearly well loved in the dressing room, and he's clearly a decent player on the pitch. He scored a lot of goals in the Championship over his career, and he will continue to do so. This is just
Jack, I was just going to say, I think you bring up a great point there, right? How many goals did Jordan Hugill score in the Championship? And time after time, I've seen so many Norwich fans say Jordan Hugill's not good enough. He's too slow. He's off the pace. He's got a really bad touch. But that's what he can do. And I just think this is the reason why you've got to be patient with players and let them get up to speed. Don't forget that Jordan Hugill has been playing in a completely different style of football, and now he's playing Fark ball. It was always going to take him time, and we're not saying that Jordan is even the finished article yet, but that goal will do him the world of good for his confidence, won't it, Jack?
Yeah, massively. I think if you put a Jordan Hugill in a Cardiff side or a Middlesbrough side who are more inclined to play a long game of football, he scores 15, 20 goals. And if he played regularly for this Norwich side, he'd score 15, 20 goals. It's only because he's got the Championship's best striker ahead of him that he's not playing regular game time. A big thank you to George on Ko-fi, who's donated and says, which one of you is going to steer the Pistol League boat? I think we've all got a hand each on the, what do you call it? Is it a wheel on a ship?
Yeah.
It's a wheel.
And comment section,
we're all steering it.
Lovely to see the comment section chanting. Always great to see. 695 of you in the house. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Always appreciate your support. This is the best place to watch Norwich City digitally online during the COVID times. do us a favour, if you're enjoying the show so far, get your mates involved, grab the link, however you're watching, share it with your audience, your network, your connections, your friends list, whatever. Pile them in, get them involved in the banter, the discussion, the debate, and let's see out these 3 points at the top of the league together. All aboard HMS Pistol League. The sails are full of wind at the moment, aren't they, Jack? I mean, Jakob Sorensen here trying to bomb down the wing at any opportunity. Todd Cantwell floating about the pitch. It's a joy to watch Norwich like this.
Yeah, I think if I was a Bristol City fan, I'd just be willing to accept a forfeit at the moment. I think in terms of one-way traffic, it doesn't get any better than this.
No.
I was just thinking as well, Chris, the last time we got promoted out of the Championship, we had Jordan Rhodes as a backup striker, didn't we? And we all know how well loved he was. And unfortunately, it was only a loan deal, so we didn't keep him. But Hugill he's not the same player at all. But in terms of like a character in the dressing room, he's kind of similar. Like he's a backup striker, but he's very well loved, and he needs to realise that it's very much a squad game. And yes, he's not going to score 15 goals, 20 goals a season, but if he chips in 5 and then 5 goals go on to win you football matches, he's been as much of a part. And it's the same with Barden, and it's the same with McGovern, and it's the same with other players that might not feature in every game, but they're all playing an individual part, and that's massive.
Yeah, no, 100%, Jack. You're totally right. I mean, this is like one of the things that I think we lacked in the Premier League with the players that we recruited is they just didn't care as much as these boys. Like Jordan Hugill, he wants to almost restart his career. Like he was stopped from playing games of football at West Ham. He wants this opportunity so much. And as you say, like, for me, and I don't know, maybe it's a bit old-fashioned mindset, but football for me is about character. It's about passion. It's about fight. Like, you can't get anywhere by just dilly-dallying about the pitch with a lack of communication. Like, one of the reasons why Emi Buendia is as good as he is that flair, that fight, that little spark inside of him, that spice. And so actually, I totally agree with you, Jack. Like signing players with character, but characters that care and want to do well for this football club and care passionately about it. And one man that cares passionately about it for a fact is Tim Krul. Goodness me, like, I feel I haven't felt so. I just like Tim Krul embodies everything that it is to be a Norwich City player. Like he's just so kind, so caring, so determined, doing everything he can for the shirt, giving his gloves for our Big C fundraiser. Like that's the kind of thing that, being a Norwich City player is all about. And we've recruited much better. And it has to be said, Jack, like Stuart Webber got a lot of flack. And actually, in my opinion, some of it was deserved in fact, a lot of it, or even arguably most of it was deserved for the Premier League recruitment. It wasn't good enough. He'll know that. But blooming heck, he's proved a point with his summer business for this championship window. My God, it's been good. My God, it's been good. And there's been players that have even taken me by surprise massively. Like I would have never thought Jakob Sorensen would take to this Norwich team like a duck to water like he has right now. By the way, as we've been nattering on, it's Norwich City 1, Bristol City 0 at half time, people. Get in your half time one-word summaries in the comments section, however you're watching YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, via Twitter. Get them all in. Comment your one-word summaries on that first half and let us know, are Norwich City going to be getting the 3 points after the next 45 minutes? Jack, it's been a solid first half from the boys, isn't it?
In terms of what you want, that was exactly it. I mean, limited Bristol City to half a chance, a third of a chance, if that. And yet down the other end, the really pleasing thing about this is not only are we leading, but we've created so many good quality chances. And I think the issue may be going off the shot count in some games. Say we've had 20 shots, right? And we've drawn the game and we've gone, oh, we've had 20 shots, we didn't win, how annoying. That doesn't tell you the full story. And I know that people get really frustrated with XG stats, but when you're creating good quality chances, more likely you'll win the game. We've had 2 or 3 really good ones there. The goal is actually probably from like a quarter of a chance. It's not an easy one to score, and Hugill does really well. That is such a joyful goal to watch as a Norwich fan, because it happens so rarely. And that's not a bad thing, because we're not often throwing crosses into the box, but rarely do we score a beautiful target man glancing header like that.
Yeah, I love that, Jack.
That's a really satisfying goal to watch.
It is satisfying. That could be your one-word summary for that first half.
It would be.
Let's get people's comments up on screen. That's what we do at Talk Norwich City. We get you all involved in the chat. There's everyone's invited to this party. It's Eleanor starts with easy, Canary, orgasmic, Chloe, fire, Adam, brutal, Luke, masterclass, David Berman, of course, the man with the best cocktail, says magnificent. Callum Rivet is in the house. He says dominant, and so true. Love that, Callum. Completely agree. Hong Dongji says gritty. Freddie Royal says class. Rebecca Cook says sexy. Wow.
Chris, I've got something to say. If the TNC viewers weren't already happy enough, I've got something exciting to say.
Mate, now, this isn't in the script.
Here on the TNC, we love to give things away. We've given posters away. We've given everything away. We've given our life and soul away for this.
We literally have, and our dignity.
These TNC footballs are limited edition, one of a kind. Everyone needs a football in their life, and we've got some more winners. We've got 10 more winners of these lovely footballs this evening. We gave 10 away last week, 10 away this week, 10 away next week. We've got 50 to give away in total. If your name is Norman Feek, Alex Allen, Charlotte Carver, Harry Routledge, Phil Brooks, James Heward, Craig Stork, Michelle Groves, Ellie Samuel, or Ashley Snelling, today is very much your lucky day. And one of these wonderful TNC Gasway footballs is on its way to you.
Oh,
don't
yeah.
say don't treat you.
Exactly.
There we go. That's my little halftime giveaway done.
Gasway, of course, the best place in the world to get your boiler. If there's any issues with your boiler, just pick up the phone to Gasway. Go nowhere else. And speaking of going nowhere else, you guys are going nowhere for the next 45. TNC Watchalong, the best place to watch your Norwich City digital online experience. Scores on the doors and the rest of the Championship. Derby they beat them yesterday. mate, I'm only half a Lakens in.
There's no other Championship games happening at the moment. But you're right, Chris. Derby did beat Bournemouth last night.
But that was a massive result. What I was going to say, Jack, do you know the reason why I've said that is because I forgot the fact that we've kicked off early ahead of everyone else. So I've just gone autopilot there.
Well, the wonderful thing is, we'll win this game. We'll be like 57 points clear at the top, whatever we are, and still have like a good few hours before bedtime, which is wonderful.
Absolutely. Sid T, soon may the yellow men come. Wow. Evening, chaps.
Soon may the yellow men come. Look, if you want a TNC sea shanty version by our very own sea shanty singer, Chris Reeve, then get the super chats in and, something might be happening.
If Norwich City win, it's a double thing, right? You need the boys to win. Norwich have to win, and the super chaps have to fly in. If the super chaps fly in, the TNC shanty will be sung live at the final whistle this evening to celebrate the 3 points.
Big Bad Barry asks, any news on TNC merch? Yes, sort of.
Is there?
Sort of. Lakens want to make pint glasses for us with an amazing TNC pint glass, but the minimum order is a lot of pint glasses. Like, I'm talking hundreds of them.
716 of people in here now.
If people want a TNC pint glass, and they'd probably be like £7 maybe. I'm kind of pulling figures here. Right. We can make it happen, but I also don't want hundreds of unsold pint glasses in my head.
Imagine us in the next watch-along. £1.50, £2.50, going, flogging pint glasses on the watch-along.
So we can make it happen if you want it. And also, this is what I love about the TNC viewers. We've completely forgotten to give our sponsors One Football a shout out at half time. One Football is the best place to find not only Norwich City's results and news, but the rest of the Championship, Premier League, Bolivian leagues, the Bulgarian leagues, whatever league you're interested in, they've got it. Love Norwich City. They love Barry. They love all of you watching. It's free. It's a genuinely good app. Download it.
And they definitely love this man. Cheesy Geezer is in the house, of course. Runs the finest cheese delivery business on planet Earth, Cheese Truckle. Big up to Cheesy Geezer, at Cheesy Geezer on Twitter. Give him a follow as well. What a legend he is. He's popped in his joke for the evening, I think. He says, did you know Joe Biden has already banned cheese slices?
I love this. A political...
he wants to make America great again. Cheesy. That is class. You know what? That's Cheesy's best joke. That's actually good. That's actually.
He hasn't had too long to come up with that. And for all of the American viewers, I'm sure.
Yeah,
look, it's good work from Cheesy. It's good work from Cheesy.
It's very good work from Cheesy.
Let's have a quick chat about the football, because all we've talked about so far is beer and cheese and American politics. Pleasing half from Norwich City.
Yeah, very pleasing. Very pleasing. We're just so confident and actually
so
genuinely just relaxed as well. Like the lads just seem relaxed. And you can see by the fact that Bristol City have won more aerial duels. It's because we're putting them to the sword all day long. You know, we're putting the pressure on. We're piling balls into the box. There's so many Bristol City bodies in their box, which is exactly where we want them. And I can only see that getting better in the first half. Don't forget that when teams concede and by the way, when was the last time Norwich lost a game having gone out in front? I think there's a statistic for that, by the way. Let me know in the comments if you remember it or you've seen it online. But normally when Norwich City score first, we go on to win the game. Bristol City are going to have to come out the gates flying at halftime. What does that do, Jack? It creates space for the Bosnian Beckham, for the Diarra Deco to penetrate that back line. And that is exactly what will happen. You know the script in this game. All aboard HMS Pistol League and all aboard the Norfolk's best farmer, Simon Dane. What a man.
Look closely towards Simon's profile picture and start chanting, Simon, what's the score? Simon, what's the score? It's 1-0. Great to see you, Simon. Thank you so much for the super chat. I got so carried away with Hugo's goal, almost forgot my super chat.
Absolutely.
On the ball, City. Simon, great to have you along. Wonderful. Are they cheap? No, that's just a farmer's bodysuit, isn't it? Wonderful.
Absolutely love it. Simon, massive support. Always appreciate it. And always appreciate this, the main man, Chris Dayton. Chaps, TNC community. I have a problem. I'm out of beer. Mrs. is flat out refusing to go to the shop. Do I leave her or just witch to Prosecco? Wow. Well, you know what, Chris? Tonight's the night of celebration. Pop that Prosecco and get that down, your Sonny Jim. Thanks so much.
Simon, Chris, if there was ever a link to a sponsorship deal, just get in the description and get ordering from Lakeham's. It's next day delivery. They'll be flying through your letterbox in no time. But for the meantime, get on the Prosecco. Norwich City are top of the league and flying. Loads of love for Jordan Hugan, and also a lot of love for this man, Oliver Skip. Bezants is all aboard the Oliver Skip Appreciation Society. Different level of gravy. Yeah, Oliver Skip is like that thick onion gravy with a little bit of premium red wine added in, just to give it that extra oomph. He really is decent. He's a wonderful football player. Once again, proof that we've got our recruitment spot on this season. It was very poor last season. It's been good this season. Look, he's been marvellous, as has.
And I tell you what, and as has Lawn Artillery Smeebert on Facebook. Run down the wing, ping it in, and Hugh Gill will smack it in. Is that one of your lyrics to? Is that a new TNC shanty lyric, by the way? Absolutely.
Running on the wing, ping it in, and Hugh will smack. I mean,
could be. I'll try and add it in. And who knows if the super chats keep coming in and Norwich City get the win, the TNC. There'll be an acoustic version of the TNC shanty at the final whistle tonight. Jack is absolutely buzzing for it. 120 of you watching. Thank you so much for your support. If you wouldn't mind doing us a favor tonight and sharing this with your mates on Twitter, it'd be absolutely fantastic. We'd really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. It's so good, isn't it, Jack, to just feel that community again after just not being in the stands for so long. I miss it so much, and it's so good to see so many of you playing nicely in the comment section and being positive and supportive and lifting each other up. And that's exactly what Ben Gibson has been doing, by the way. Ben Gibson has been lifting this Norwich City team up. I mean, just the way he gets his head up and just his through balls have been so good tonight, Jack. It's a whole new element to our defence that I can't remember seeing a defender being able to play a ball like that in absolutely years. Honestly, when was the last time you saw a defender that can play a ball as good as Ben Gibson?
I don't think consistently as much as Ben Gibson. Like Godfrey did it on occasion, Zimmerman does it on occasion, but that when you've got that, you're also accepting that 5 of the 10 passes will be given away. Gibson's doing it 9 times out of 10. It's phenomenal. Carl Skillings with $10, playing very well. Cantwell running the show on the Ball City. Carl, great to see you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Once again, Todd Cantwell's having an impressive evening. Just all positivity in the comments this evening. He is at the moment, Canary. Very much at the moment.
Canary, fair play. Clearly been on the Lakens, but I respect that. Ben Gibson over Virgin.
Look at the stats: 67% possession, 8 shots to their 1, 5 shots on target to their 0, 1 clear-cut shot. Like in terms of a one-sided game, this is it. And Bristol City aren't a bad team, but we are so elite.
I know they are. I've been telling you this time after time that you didn't need to worry about tonight's game. You were bigging up Bristol as if they were the next Barcelona. Oh, Bristol this, Bristol that, and we're bossing them. Norwich City are, mate, we're too good for this league. We're playing the ball about with such confidence, with such swagger. We're the flicks, the tricks, the turns, like it's brilliant. And do you know what I was going to say, actually? I want to take this to the comment section. Let me know who you want to see in the second half. Who are you bringing off the bench? Who's your first substitution? And Jack, I'll start with you before I go to the comment section. Who is your first substitute in this game? What do you think Farker needs to kind of sprinkle onto this game to go and win this game 2-3, 4-0?
Oh no. Oh no.
Runs down.
He's the man. Mainly because I've missed seeing him run down the wing so often. Ollie Humphrey, my friend, thank you so much. £1 super chat. Looks like you're great pals with Emmy. Brilliant. Onel for me. Like I've just missed watching him play football. He's a joy to watch.
Aiden doesn't want 1, he wants 2. He says Plaheta and Onel equals Pacey. So Aiden, possibly 4 Lakens deep with the way that pace was spelt there, but I totally respect that. But get the afterburners on and kill Bristol off. They will not be able to handle PP and NL. Although I do have a sneaky suspicion that it will be PP that actually comes out first rather than NL. But who knows? We'll see. And let's go to the comment section. What are people saying? Monkey Magic 22, NL and PP. Another shout. Absolutely, why not? Big Bad Barry wants an L as well. Lots
this game is suited for wingers. There's width there. You've got a striker who will receive crosses well. I mean, it might stretch us a little bit, but who cares? If we're going to win the game 4-0, let's do it the fun way.
Yeah, 100%. And Jack, that's the lads out now for the second half. We are underway, and Slabhead Hanley has booted it up in the air straight away.
It's a weird camera angle here, by the way.
Very weird camera angle. I don't know what iFollow are currently playing at. What are iFollow doing?
It's like playing FIFA on the really weird camera angle. Basically, we've got a shot of behind the goal. So if you sit in the Norwich and Peterborough, if you sit in the Barclays stand, this is what you see, but it's very tricky to watch it on here.
This is exactly why people are moaning about the price. This is exactly why you should just sack it off and watch the TNC Watchalong. This is a genuinely shocking This is awful. What are iFollow doing?
Yeah, it's if the game continues with this camera angle,
This is going to
be less sense spoken by us because
It's
you can't really tell what's going on.
what I would say, Jack, is the camera angle is currently stuck at Bristol City's end, meaning that we'll see a close-up of all of the Norwich goals.
Yeah, it's a great point. It's a great look. That's why I love you, Chris. Always turning negatives into positives.
Speaking of positives, Ronan Malkai.
Yeah, we'll go. The camera angles change.
I've absolutely butchered your name. Ronan, you absolute legend. We are going up. Love from Dublin, Ireland. Come on, you yellows.
Also butchered the accent. Ronan, we love you. Thanks so much, buddy.
Thanks very much, Ronan. Ronan Keating. Why the hell not? Have a laugh.
This is a good shout from Chris. Maybe the main cameraman will want a piss break. Look, Chris, it happens to the best of us. And we're back in action now.
Oh, brilliant. Simon Duart is in the house. He says, an L chant to a Buddy Holly classic. Fantastic. Simon, do you know what's fantastic? You, for your super chat. Thank you so much for your support, my man. Hugely appreciate that. Top man. We're back underway. Time check, 47 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock. We've just seen Daniel Farker in his darker. Parker and Bristol City have got a free kick just over the halfway line, lofting the ball into the back of Norwich's box. But as always, Slabhead Hanley clears the ball.
Hanley reminds me of, what does he remind me of? What's something that's just everywhere all the while?
Norwich City
He's about COVID. Hanley's the footballing equivalent, but in a good way. He's everywhere. His feet's everywhere. His head's everywhere. It's just everywhere, just clearing danger.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough. That's an interesting analogy. Let us know in the comments if you can do better than that.
Chaz Tap's analogy would be eczema.
Wow.
I mean, that can be everywhere if you have eczema.
Right, come on, Norwich. We need to score because the comments have dried up. How's everyone feeling? Let us know how you're feeling. Let us know what you've had for dinner. Why the hell not?
I haven't had dinner yet. Have you?
Oh, that's a shocker. Yeah, Jack, I have actually.
What did you have?
I went for fish and chips tonight.
Oh, hello.
Oh, I know. I know. It stinks of 3 points. It absolutely.
Do you have any sides with your fish and chips?
I normally get mushy peas, actually, but I opted not to tonight. All things WWE and more. £1.99 super chat. Do a Kings Lynn watch along. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Look, I've got. I like watching Kings Lynn Town. Would I like doing a watch along for them? No, I wouldn't.
We really appreciate your support. Thank you very much for the £1.99 super chat. So many of you in the comment section, loads of you getting in your dinners. Why the hell not? 636 of you in the house.
Oh my God, this is such a good dinner. Fish finger. Well, it's not a fish finger sandwich in a baguette. It'd be a fish finger baguette, but I get the point, OP.
Oh, we get it, Jack.
And a fish finger based sandwich / roll / baguette is very good. So well done. You're winning so far.
Oh, wow. Look at this from Michael Hoffer, of course, sponsor of Talk Norwich City. Just polished off chicken tikka masala and palak paneer made by yours truly. # lawyers feeding lawyers.
The thing is, like, we're talking to an elite level legal advisor.
Well, of course.
Not everyone can compete with them levels of dinner. This is a good point. Spaghetti carbonara from Seb. That's a very, very good option. Mr. Radio Floor just says he's knackered. Well, there we go.
Harry George Williams says, did you catch the fish on HMS Pistol League boat, Chris? Absolutely, I did. And
what's going on here? Sorry, we're talking about dinner, and it looks like Norwich players are unhappy with something.
We're about to find out.
We may have just missed something crucial here, everyone. Sorry.
I don't think we have we? What, by talking about people's dinners? There's lots of people gathering around. Is it a... Oh, come on. Let us know in the comments. Let us know what we didn't see.
It's a booking for Todd Cantwell and Casey Palmer. Probably just a bit of argy-bargy off the ball. What have we seen here? Cantwell, Palmer goes down. Cantwell's...
Wow, and he's been naughty there because he's trapped Todd's leg, so I understand why he did that. And then he's pushed Todd away. Yeah. And then he's put... No, for fuck's sake. That's shocking. How has he booked Todd for that? I mean,
it was his challenge that put him on the floor.
No. That's fraudulent behaviour. 1 push, I'll take it. 2, that's shocking. 3 pushes, and he tries to push him over the avatar.
He's about to go through and score, so I wouldn't. No, he's not.
What an absolute knob, mate! I can't stand that.
Sam's had toad in the hole. That's very good.
Everyone loves a bit of toad in the hole, Sam.
Norwich are coming forwards. Jordan Hugill. Oh, good ball.
Oh, tell you
Max
what.
Aaron's down the right-hand side. He'll have an opportunity to cross. He does cross. He'll find nobody. Let's get back to the dinners.
Oh, I tell you what, I cannot. Right, Todd, come on, Todd, keep going, mate. Bristol City starting to build into this game now. Wow, here we go. It's Paul with his big fish, boneless ribs, wedges, salad, jerk seasoning. You know, Paul, if I could have picked a meal for you, it would have been that one. A meal fit for a fishing champion. Ashley Willis says Anel would love for him to get on the score sheet. Yeah, so would I. Anel is very, very hungry to get on and play, by the way. Can tell you that for free.
If I was very, very hungry, and I am very, very hungry right now, I'd probably opt for this. This is such a classic dinner. Classic spag bowl with warm rice pudding and jam for dessert. I mean, that's top tier dinner.
Yes, it is indeed. Jakob Sorensen playing a lovely ball over the top, and it's foul. Kenny McLean, he's out left by the corner flag. He's got a ball in. Mary Francis should try turning straight away, and he's won a corner. He's won a corner kick there. That's a brilliant bit of play. Jakob Sorensen, of course, doing something that we never expected him to do. Yet he's doing it over and over again. He's driving the ball forwards. And by the way, Todd Cantwell's got to be careful.
Oh, no.
He is speaking to the ref a lot. And the ref is warning him. He's got to be careful. He's got to be careful.
For me, at this point,
yeah.
Cantwell off on and on.
Yeah, no risks. You can't afford to miss Cantwell for the next game. So, yeah.
Eddie Wendier on the ball, looking dangerous, crosses the ball. Hanley, oh, that's a shove in the back, but it's not going to be given. Chris, it's been a lovely check. I think we've missed a few setups.
Have we?
I think so.
Hang on. Let me try and check now. No? I've been retweeting all of them, mate. Okay. Let us know in the comment section if we've missed any. But so far, so good. Not missed any. Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of people are calling for Todd off. And actually,
some people want to risk it. He's been brilliant, but you don't want him sent off.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Bristol are getting dirty here. Very dirty. I tell you what, the Bristol player has just punched Max Aarons in the chest as he's ran through. I mean,
has he?
What would you say he's done? Brushed his nipple?
Well, I mean, we're not post-watershed just yet. No brushing of nipples at the moment. So I will opt with punched in the chest.
Oh, dear. Todd Cantwell, the man of the moment on the ball, twisting, turning, playing it back out left to Jakob Sorensen, the makeshift left back. I wonder when we're going to drop that because he's quite frankly playing as well as a fully fledged left back. Ollie Skip in the engine room doing a brilliant job yet again tonight. Absolutely blessing that we've managed to get him from Tottenham. Unbelievable bit of business at the start of the season. Again, Stuart Webber, amazing work there. Give him his credit where credit's due. We all moaned at him for the Premier League recruitment, but he's absolutely got it right so far. And here we go. Jakob Sorensen on the left. He's bombing forwards. He's almost...
Hugill!
Fallen! Oh, go on! Emmy! Oh, the play stopped. That's a big chance again.
Header.
I think it might have... it's been called for offside, Jack, anyway, but Jordan Hugill...
I don't think that was his one. I think that's the follow-up.
Was it not? Let me see.
Jakob
Sorensen with an absolutely wicked ball into the box there. That's exactly what Daniel Farker wants when we play Jordan Hugill. You know, get crosses in the box, and so far against Bristol, it's working. Jordan Hugill, a brilliant diving header just saved from the Bristol City goalkeeper. It's just still. Norwich City 1, Bristol City 0. They've just made their first substitute of the game. I'd be lying if I told you who it was and who came on. 55 minutes and 48 seconds on the clock. Hanley headers it back to Tim Krul. Let's go to the comments section.
Enyo is the player coming on for Bristol City. Yeah, it was a wonderful chance for Jordan Hugill. Brilliant run, brilliant header, brilliant save, but he was offside. It wouldn't have counted, but more promising play, especially down that left side with Jakob Sorensen, who's been brilliant all night. So much, not only defensively sound, attacking, just so good getting forward.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, totally agreed. He has been. He's been very good. I think it's
that second goal though.
Really, I can't quite decide at the moment. So far for man the match is very, very close between Todd Cantwell and Jordan Hugill. I know he scored the goal, so he'll probably get the nod. But you know, Todd Cantwell's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant today.
Definitely.
Same day delivery. Love it. Why not? OTBC says IPSBYT. That was a mouthful. Christopher Rayner, Chris Martin wondering why he ever left. Wow. But you know what, Jack? Super Chrissy Martin with Grant.
Adam Leventine.
Adam, good evening, mate.
Adam,
welcome along.
Winning. Adam, I wish we could have said that when we came to Watford's place. Got beat. We were well beaten that night. Of course, that was the first game in charge for Watford's new manager. But no, sorry, we can't stop winning.
But we give you some points to help you out, Adam. So you know, you should love Norwich for that. You should love Norwich for that. Still 1-0. Bristol City now turning up the heat. It's their time to attack. They've got a corner kick. They've whipped it into the box. Tim Krul punches it out. It's fallen onto the edge of the box to the Bristol City defender. And Todd Cantwell shepherding it out well. Norwich City are, at the moment, allowing Bristol the space and time to get back into the game, aren't they, Jack?
Yeah, we've had to defend more this half than the first half, that's for sure. Bristol City know that they need to do something. Brentford beating Luton in other news. Hopefully Luton can do us a favour and get something out of that game. I wouldn't put it past them. They're in some decent form at the moment. They, of course, off the back of beating Bournemouth, so hopefully they can do us another favour this evening. Yeah. More importantly, Norwich City are winning this game 1-0, and the time is 58 minutes and 15 seconds. On this Wednesday evening championship.
A Wednesday watch-along. Frederino says, we need that second goal for security. Could not agree more. Could not agree more. It's Eleanor. Need to up the tempo. Agreed with that as well. It's something that in the first half we weren't quite playing it as quickly as always. Is this because of the omission of Pookie? I'm not quite sure. Maybe we are just tired. By the way, Todd Cantwell there. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Shepherding the ball away from the Bristol City midfielder and then winning a foul. You know, real opportunity to show his maturity tonight. You know, will Daniel Farke be Todd Cantwell on, or will he take him off? Let's see. Jack, you're making some funny noises at the moment.
Sorry, that's my chair. I promise it's my chair.
Oh, dear. Robbie Steele says Bristol are targeting Todd. Yeah, they are.
They have to. That's the only way to stop them.
That's Bristol City, though, isn't it? That's the only way they can win games of football, by dirty challenges. That's what they do. Welcome to the TNC Watchalong. 630 of you in the house joining us tonight. Thank you, as always, for all of you watching. Even if you don't give us a tweet of your setup, we really appreciate every single one of you. If you are watching on YouTube, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up. Really helps our video. Get more views. Mario Vrancic, it's another foul from Bristol City. This ref needs to get control of the game now. That's a booking, isn't it? Surely that's a booking.
Yeah, I think Bristol City is trying to throw men forwards and they're defending by simply taking us out. The referee needs to start booking some players, as you say. I think they're targeting Cantwell. I think they're trying to get in his head a little bit. It's a lovely ball forwards. Mario Vrancic won't get there. They're just trying to get in Todd's head a little bit, and I think he's mature enough to be able to deal with that in a good manner. Well played by Grant Hanley, well played by Ben Gibson. How often have we said that this season? Absolutely. And cleared out by Oliver Skip, who's
Ben underscore
the ball there. That's surely a foul.
Ben_Orchard149 wants a time check. It's 60 minutes, 23 seconds on the clock. Norwich City 1, Bristol City 0 here at Carrow Road on a Wednesday watch-along. Jakob Sorensen bombing forwards with the ball now. Plays it backwards instead. Now in the midfield, engine room. Emi Buendia.
Well played.
Emi Buendia with a brilliant ball, the outside of his right peg there, Jack. I mean, it's a joy to watch Emi. That's a brilliant ball. Todd Cantwell. Jakob Sorensen. Go on!
Oh!
Go on! Oh! We are so close.
It's a brilliant cross. I think the thing I've noticed this evening in the last couple of games, how much better Jakob Sorensen's crossing has become.
Yeah, 100%.
Just really, really putting Bristol City's defence under questions each and every time. And once again, that's nearly met. But I think Mario Vrancic that time running in, we've looked a real threat from them wide positions tonight. The goal, of course, coming from them areas. It hasn't been the brightest of 15 minutes of this second half. I think there will always be spells in which you're having to defend. And I think this last 15 has been that, as Bristol City once again bring the ball forwards through former Norwich player and Norfolk boy, Chrissy Martin, but that is cleared.
Banned from every pub in Dereham.
Beckles,
sorry. Get my facts right.
You still always get that wrong.
No, he's banned from loads of pubs.
Yeah, probably in Dereham as well.
Hilarious. Church is in the house. He says married, didn't want to get his hair messed up. Well, maybe. To be fair, I don't think he could have headed that, to be fair. Neil's saying that Brentford have got games in hand. Look, Neil, we don't need to worry about anyone else. Just win our games time after time, and the gap will open up. We'll assert our dominance on the league. We'll buy ourselves some time, some breathing space for the odd slip up here and there. We don't need to worry about anyone else. We're absolutely fine.
I think as long as only one other team are keeping pace, like, you can deal with that. Like, there's going to be two teams promoted. I think it probably will be us and Brentford. But there's a gap already, and I'd much rather have points on the board than games in hand. Todd Cantwell, delicious pass.
Oh, what a ball!
Jordan Hugill back to Cantwell, who's still wearing the odd boots tonight. Puma was loving that, and I'm not surprised. Todd Cantwell, goal. Max Aarons, he'll find himself. Max Aarons.
One, give it! Give it! I'll tell you what there.
Emi Buendia. Oh, just wide.
Oh, mate, Todd Cantwell plays another brilliant ball into Jordan Hugill there, and he opts to cut across his body. I mean, if I'm Jordan Hugill, I'm trying to hit that first time with my left peg. I'm striking it across goal, and I'm forcing a save at worst. Norwich City, I'll tell you what, Emi Buendia there is closer than we thought, isn't it, Jack? He's gone for the postage stamp, and he's not far away. He's almost delivered us a goal, first-class service. Fantastic stuff from Emi Buendia, and fantastic stuff from you guys in the comment section. Ben Alpers, so much great play from Todd tonight. Agreed. Yeah. Eddie says man of the match so far. Jack, man of the match so far from you?
Well, there's a lot to throw into the equation. I think Gibson's right up there. I think defensively he's looked great, passing the ball forward. Sorensen's been everywhere. Cantwell, Hugill for the goal. I think for me, just about at the moment, I'm edging towards Jakob Sorensen. Just because, just consistently good.
Wow. I'm going...
But there's still half an hour of this game left, so...
I'm going Jordan Hugill. I think he's really come into his own. I was bigging up Todd earlier. He's very close, but for me, Jordan Hugill has really come into his own in this game. He's playing the type of football that we all knew that he could play when he first signed for Norwich City. Of course, a fantastic glancing header to put us 1-0 up in that first half. 64 minutes, 20 seconds. Timestamp for all of you guys that are late to the party. Neil Luther says, Emi, man of the match.
Yeah. I mean, he's consistently like an 8 or a 9, isn't he, Emi?
Emi's always there or thereabouts, isn't he? And but we are seeing more of Todd in the last 2 or 3 games. And again, by the way, there we're seeing some dirty play. Chris Martin putting in his Beckles pub barge into Todd Cantwell's back there. Chef Daniel.
Hanley's head versus Hugill's head. Which one scares you the most?
Hanley, 100%.
Would you rather be headbutted by Hanley or Hugill?
Hugill. I mean, I genuinely think if you got headbutted by Hanley, you would never wake up again.
Yeah, I think so. If he's throwing like a full header at it, you're in big problems. But Hugill, I think, could get a lot more wound up and therefore have a bit more momentum behind it.
Thanks for your super chat, Chef Daniel. Really appreciate it.
Basically, I wouldn't want to be assaulted by either of them. I think Hanley's head probably weighs a little bit more. Max Aarons goes close.
Ooh, I tell you what. Sorry, Chef Daniel, top man for the super chat. Really appreciate your support.
Chef Daniel.
Thanks so much for watching, and wherever you're currently chefing or not, let us know and we'll give it a shout out. We're always happy to support local businesses here on the TNC Watchalong. Jesus, wow. There's some interesting comments coming in the comment section now.
Jakob Sorensen, every time I look up, Jakob Sorensen's got the ball at his feet and he's coming forwards again. Oh my goodness, Jakob Sorensen, lovely bit of play. Crosses it in.
Oh, Jakob Sorensen there. It's a delicious bit of skill. He's actually used his body to dummy the ball and take his player to get the cross in. I mean, Jakob Sorensen is playing like a prime CR7 at the moment. It's absolutely extravagant stuff from Jakob Sorensen. Emi Buendia now on the ball, a step over with his left foot, plays it centrally. Todd Cantwell with his flowing locks chips the ball into the box and it's cleared. Emi Buendia collects it though.
Oh, Emi. That's a foul. That's a foul.
This referee needs to get a grip. Seriously. Championship refereeing is honestly the bane of my life at the moment.
But at least we don't have VAR. And I take Championship officiating over VAR any day of the week.
Yeah, I do agree.
That's the one thing I like. The thought of VAR in Norwich City matches just gives me chills.
Yep. Then the injuries hit and VAR was shit. So down to the champ we go.
Soon may the yellow man come.
Oh, we love it. Will you hear that song at the final whistle? We'll see. Norwich need to win this game for a start, and maybe we need to see more super chats in. Let us.
Whipping ball, Bristol City, headed by Jeju, and that is very wide.
Let us know in the comment section how much you want to see a acoustic version of the TNC shanty. Why not? Life's too short not to have a laugh, isn't it? Here we go. Michael Hoffer, the best thing about the TNC watch along, Jack and Chris's sexy time sounds and the hats. Michael, the best lawyer in America by a country mile, is watching with you good people tonight. 650 of you watching. Thank you.
Not there.
Let us know what you think the final score will be, people, because at the moment
this happens, doesn't it? This happens in the watch-alongs, right? First half, we're annoyingly cocky and we take the lead and we're like Norwich 100 points, 100 goals. Every 45 minutes to 70 minutes, we're like, oh goodness, we're going to make ourselves look like fools. Then 70 to 90, we're again annoyingly cocky. So just see out the next few minutes of genuine nervousness and then we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. Norwich City have won themselves a free kick in their half, taking off the pressure. I would have been worried if Bristol City hadn't have given a bit, because the first half performance from them was pathetic, like genuinely pathetic. This is a bit more like Championship standard. They're fighting. And speaking of fighting, and Paul has said it, get an L on. He is a player that will fight for us. I'm surprised that Daniel Farke hasn't already made a substitution, actually, because for me, Bristol City are the team in the ascendancy at the moment. Call me negative, but I just think they are. They are fighting. They're working hard, and all they need to do is just nick one lucky break.
They're throwing players forward here. They've once again got 3 players going forward. Semenyo on the ball, brilliant defending.
Superb defending from Norwich City there. Brilliant stuff, although it's back with Bristol now. That clearance has fallen to them, luckily for them, for Bristol. Todd Cantwell now, get out, stop the cross. It's too high for him. And Hanley, the slab head, clears it. Brilliant stuff. Emi Buendia now, all the way at right back, doing his defensive duties for the team, trying to play some triangles with Max Aarons. Oh my God, Emi Buendia playing passes to Tim Krul. Never thought I'd see that.
Well played, Jordan.
Jordan, brilliant stuff. Go on, Jordan. Breaking through, he's won it. It's a brilliant bit of play from Jordan Hugill, who uses his body to absolutely dominate their midfield player there. And Norwich City now have actually turned the temperature down. Skip playing it calmly out to Ben Gibson and out left to that man again who's constantly on the ball tonight, Jakob Sorensen, playing triangles with Todd Cantwell. Jack.
It is time for Onel. Like we do need a bit of this. This game is set up more for kind of a counter attack. Oh, here we go. Kenny McLean.
What about this shout? What about this shout from Simon? Get Dowaldinho on. Are you feeling that?
Not as much as Onel. I'm
always feeling a bit of Dowaldinho though. I'm always up for a bit of that.
I think if you were like, that's kind of the equivalent of going into Tesco for your lunchtime meal deal and your first choice sandwich not being there. So you've got to go for like the chicken Caesar wrap instead. Onel is like the triple chicken sandwich.
Yeah, with
Dowaldinho's the wrap, I think.
Yeah, and sometimes you're in the mood for a wrap, but tonight this is all about the double bacon and chicken sandwich.
100%. Buendia to take the corner, whipped in, delightful corner, headed clear by Bristol City. Good to see a few minutes of pressure from Norwich once again, whipped in, back post. Hugill, will he get there? No, he won't. It will fall for Kenny McLean, who's also been very good tonight. Kenny McLean back to Max Aarons. Aarons with players over. He'll go into Todd Cantwell. He'll find Todd Cantwell. Cantwell strike out for a throw-in. Good last couple of minutes from Norwich City. As we say, there's patterns in Norwich City performances. First half, dominant, take the lead. 20 minutes of huff and puff from the opposition. Then Norwich City reassert their dominance and their quality shines through. We do need another goal, though. I will say that. I think Bristol City have a goal in them.
Of course, we need another goal, but to get that goal, Jack, I genuinely think we need another player on the pitch to inject some life into the boys. At the moment, to be honest, we look a little bit short of ideas. Emi Buendia playing a lot of sideways passes, and everyone kind of doesn't know where they're trying to break through at the moment, although Ollie Skip has played a brilliant pass, say. Max he's trying to play delicate kind of reverse through ball almost into Emi, but it's gone out to Bristol City for a goal kick. Let us know how you're feeling. Are you confident we're going to get the 3 points? Is this a bit of a banana skin? Are we at risk at the moment? Let us know in the chat. This has got like why. I tell you what as well. I tell you what, PP will come on before NL.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess he's the fitter of the two, isn't he? Also, if you haven't already subscribed to Talk Norwich City, we are nearly at 20,600 subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed, hit subscribe. If you've got another account, hit subscribe on that as well. The more, the merrier. Looks like Naki Wells will be coming on for Bristol City. Of course, the man who missed the penalty last time he played Bristol City. So he won't have fond memories of playing against us. Norwich City still 1-0 up against Bristol City on this Wednesday evening, early championship kickoff. 73 minutes and 29 seconds, if you're just joining. I'm so hungry, by the way.
Bristol have brought on a striker, and Norwich City are just not doing anything at the moment. We're just trying to play our way through, and actually we're managing to do that. Emi Buendia with the ball out on the left. Jakob Sorensen, loads of space. Go on, Jakob, get a ball in, son. Go on. Yes. Oh, it's cleared from Bristol. Tell you what, I'm going to wake up the neighbours. I need to shut the window in a minute.
It's not that late. We were the only kickoff.
Oh yeah, of course. I keep forgetting.
Okay, Naki Wells coming on for Bristol City. Just as this change is being made, I'm going for my second and hopefully last toilet break of the evening.
What an absolute shambles. Absolute shambles. Alfredo says time check, lads. Okay. 74 minutes, 24 seconds on the clock. Wow. Jack Wicks, harsh. 12 attempts and 1 goal. Not good enough for the Prem. Yeah, I think, Jack, in terms of just getting back to your point there, in terms of being clinical, I mean, yeah, of course. But, you know, I think in the circumstances, given injuries, COVID, no fans, can you let them off the hook a little bit? Let us know. John is with you. He says we need to convert these chances. We play beautiful football, but we're not clinical enough. Let's see here. Max Aarons out wide with the ball. Gets the ball into the box. He cuts inside. Max Aarons has done his player. It's brilliant stuff from Max Aarons. He gets across in. John Hugill. It's in. Norwich City have scored again. It's 2-0 to Norwich City. And Jack's on the toilet. And Jack Reed has gone for a shit. Absolutely superb. Norwich City 2, Bristol City 0.
I always go to the toilet with my AirPods in so I can hear, and I'm having a wee, and I can hear the commentary, and I'm like gradually getting more excited and more excited.
Oh.
Then it hits the back of the net, and there's all kinds of scenes.
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. It's brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Oh God, what a goal!
I knew it was going to happen, wasn't it? Eventually, I was going to go.
It's the perfect time as well, Jack. Hugh Goal is living up to his name right now. It's now actually gone all the way through, and there you go. Cruel. Jack, sorry, mate.
Coming.
Jack, sorry, mate. Jack, sorry, mate. Hang on.
Yeah, no worries.
Phone's ringing. Sorry, mate. Phone's ringing. Hang on. Hello. Who's this? Sorry. Is that the Premier League on the phone? All aboard. HMS Pistol League. Norwich City 2, Bristol 0, and Norwich City have turned on the afterburners now. Mario Vrancic has just gone off for the Polish PP. What a man. The Premier League are cooling, and Norwich City are cruising to 3 championship points. It's a great goal. It's come at the right time. Norwich City looked short of ideas, it had to be said, but you make your own luck, Jack, when you pile on the pressure. That is what happens. It's brilliant stuff. And Grant
again. He's offside, I think.
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. Is it offside? I don't think it is offside. Todd Campbell's
go on, Toddy.
There's a space on the right-hand side. Todd Campbell has broken into the box. He's taken his feet. Oh, Norwich won a third here, Jack.
Yeah, they do.
A third.
The most impressive thing about the last 15 minutes, we weathered a bit of a storm. I mean, it was a minor storm. The winds weren't howling too madly. And now we've just gone, actually, Bristol City, we've given you your chance. We're bored of your pathetic attempt at trying to score a goal. We'll show you how to score a goal. Jordan Hugo, step up. Simon Dane, Norfolk's finest farmer, £4.99 super chat. Hugo, get in. Great to see him. Imagine the scenes if he scores a hat-trick. You will know exactly where you were if he is to score a hat-trick.
Did you just say if? When he scores a hat-trick.
And we also say not Jordan Hugo anymore, it's Jordan Hugols, because multiple goals have been scored this year.
Very true. Yeah, very true. Jordan Hugo has just banged it. Well, I say banged. He didn't bang anything. It's actually just luckily deflected off his chest. But
yeah, but you made that luck.
Who the hell cares? Norwich City are 2-0 up. I don't know about you.
And Chris, we've got ourselves in positions to cross the corner. I thought that was a penalty. We've got ourselves in positions tonight to cross the ball in really dangerous areas. And eventually one of them was going to just bundle in. It's as simple as that. I thought that was a penalty, by the way.
No, don't be silly. Don't be silly. Jordan Hugh, GOAT, Jordan Hugh goal, Jordan Hugh goals. Norwich City are on one. Yet again, Norwich City able to break the deadlock. I'm not sure what Bristol are moaning at there. They're moaning that the players basically dived to try and break up play, and the referee is quite rightly played on. Max Aaron's in space, crosses in. Oh, it's a very lucky goal. But
I tell you what, though, the work from Max Aaron's down the right-hand side was phenomenal. It really was. And Jordan Hugo's on the ball once again in the penalty area. He's done so well to hold that ball up. He does that brilliantly, better than anyone else in the team. Thank you so much to Jay Larkman. No message, straight to the point. $4.99 super chat. Just wants to share the love this evening. Thank you so much. Patrick watching all the way from Wisconsin, America. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Welcome along. Norwich 2, Bristol City 0. For the mathematicians out there, can somebody let me know how many games we have to win from now until the end of the season to get 100 points? I want that so badly. Let me know. Someone work it out. I think, what have we got? 51 if we win this?
Absolutely. We are. I tell you what, it's just, this league is just...
It's building, Chris.
We are. Oh, here we go. Neil Luther wants it.
Building, Neil. If we win,
if we
win
win,
here, on the ball, cut it back, Cantwell, hit it.
Give it, Todd. Go on, Todd. Oh, it's a great strike from Todd Cantwell. He's tried to find the space in between the defender's legs, and it's narrowly gone wide. It should be Norwich City 3, Bristol 0 now. Max Aarons finds Todd Cantwell. I tell you what, Bristol have just absolutely fallen off a cliff here. We need to go and get another one. I said 3-0 before this game, and you all laughed at me. And now who's laughing now, eh? Norwich City are 2-0 up, and we're going for a third.
So we need 16 more wins for 100 points. How many games left are there? Is that even possible? Must be.
We'll get 100, mate.
So badly want 100 points.
Mate.
Matthew Barber, Talk Norwich City pub crawl. Lads, I'm talking, look, it's happening. Whenever we can do it, once we get that vaccine pumped in us, we're there. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, definitely. The TNC, I say pub crawl, it's going to be, we're going to hire a pub and we're just going to get everyone in that pub. Once you've all got your vaccines, obviously, and it's going to be some occasion. And we ideally we would do it before a game, but the worry is that we wouldn't be able to provide you with a match day experience because we'll be so intoxicated. So it might be best that we perhaps do it on another day, perhaps. But who knows? We'll see what we can do.
When we get promoted, it will just be a week-long pub crawl.
Oh, wow. There's lots
there's 21 games left and we need to win 16 for 100. We're doing it, aren't we? It's as simple as that. We're getting 100 points. As we come forward again, Poeta, cut back. Oh,
go on, Max. Oh, he's off. Mate, I said to you that if we go unbeaten in January, one hand on the trophy, 100%. Hand on the trophy.
Both hands on.
Oh, wow. I mean, I didn't think you were a both hands on kind of guy.
I am with the championship trophy.
Norwich City 2, Bristol City 0. Norwich playing some great stuff here.
It's actually worrying how good at football we've become.
Yeah, it's too easy for me. I feel too relaxed. Like I need some different energy put into me. Like I'm actually maybe getting a bit complacent now, Jack. I don't know about you. I just go into every game thinking, yeah, we'll do these 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5.
There needs to be some kind of championship handicapping system, just to give the opponents a chance.
Oh, all aboard! HMS Pistol League is in full flow.
We're ripping now. The last episode we were refueling. Now we are going so quickly.
So quick.
We're off the charts.
We are going fast and we are not going into harbour anytime soon because Norwich City are flowing here into another championship 3 points. Naki Wells, of course, a man once. He's kicked out there at Emmy. He's trying to get a little reaction out of him. But Emmy's kept his head down. He's done his job and he's walking on. But you can tell that he wants to turn around and give him some.
Everybody is just gagging for another promotion. He just wants to get his hands on the trophy again. Bristol City desperately trying to get something out of this game, a double substitution. Give up, Bristol City. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your effort.
Just go home. Just give up, boys. Get on the bus and bugger off.
Yeah.
There you go.
All we need now for a classic TNC Watchalong journey is for Bristol City to score and the last 5 minutes to be really nervy. Because it always happens.
Don't be silly, Jack. Come on. We want it to be 3-0 tonight. Come on. We need a confident boss win. We need to absolutely boss this game. And I think we can. Here we go. Let's get this man in the house. Well, let's get John Parker on the screen first. Is Hugill very Holt-like tonight, especially that second goal. Absolutely. The way that he carries himself across the pitch. And I'll tell you something, when we signed Jordan Hugill, I messaged Robert Snodgrass on WhatsApp and I said, what is Jordan Hugill all about? Because, of course, he's trained with him at West Ham. And he said he is just like Grant Holt. And this is not my opinion. This is an opinion of another footballer. So, for me, that's a hell of a blessing for Snodgrass to be saying that about Jordan Hugill. There you go. Sam Scott says Buendia's work rate has been incredible. Ex-Nugget Bowl on YouTube says Speedboat Pistol League.
My goodness. Big thank you once again to all things WWE and more. If you do a 24-hour stream, play FIFA together, you don't want to watch FIFA.
We do. Oh, we do.
I still think I'd be able to beat Chris, but that's probably not overly difficult. As Puemeswar puts on the afterburners and goes down the left-hand side, opportunity to cross. Will he cross? Yes, he will cross. Nearly fired Jordan Hugill. Better option there from Puemeswar, who once again, must reiterate, has the worst conversion rate of any Norwich player this season.
Oh, come on. Cutting some slack. Emi Buendia, bossing the midfield at the moment, kind of rolling it around, the ball on his foot. We are getting to the point where we're taking the piss a little bit here, which is Jakob Sorensen again on the ball, doing his stuff, so confident, like so assured, still covering that left-back position and doing it so well. And actually, I'm really intrigued and actually really excited to see Jakob Sorensen play in the middle of the park, actually. And of course, when Demetrius Giannoulis comes in and he'll of course start in that position, an absolutely fantastic, highly rated player that was almost signed by Napoli. He'll start, of course, but Jakob Sorensen in midfield. I don't know about you, Jack, but I'm really excited to see that. Actually, really excited.
Yeah, massively. I think we've got to the point in the game. If this was boxing, the referee would have just called it by now and said, "Look, the opponent is taking so much of a beating, it's now not safe to continue." And I think we're at that point now where Norwich City have just been so relentless in their attacking endeavours this evening that Bristol City should just be allowed to go off the pitch and recoup. Because
Skip there, by the way, I've just got to interrupt. Sorry there, Jack. Out of absolutely nowhere, Skip just goes straight into gear 6 and just blasts forwards and to win the ball ahead of the Bristol City player, who, by the way, I think that was against Naki Wells, who's just on supposed fresh legs. He's won the ball off him and he's won Norwich a free kick. And I always draw back to this comment, Jack. I think it was a really important education, actually. Grant Holt came on one of our first watch-alongs in the Premier League when we lost to Watford. It was an awful performance, but Grant Holt said that Norwich City weren't streetwise. We need to wise up. And when you bring in a player like Ollie Skip, who's played at Premier League level, and he knows that that's the sort of thing you need to do there to break up play and to slow it down. And sometimes you have to do the ugly stuff for your team in order to win the 3 points. It's not all about trying to hold possession all the time. If you've not got it, sometimes it's worth gambling to win a foul and doing the dirty stuff. And we've seen much more of that from Norwich this season. We have definitely been more streetwise in the Championship. And one of the things that I've criticised Daniel Farker of, apart from substitutions, of course, in the past, is I've actually completely forgotten the train of my thought because Dawaldinho is on as a substitution. Sorry, I don't know what I was about to say there, but
Farker's just going to him. Basically, he's going, Kieran, just go easy on them tonight. They're already down. Like, let's not continue to kick them.
Here we go. Right, you know what time it is.
Toddy's coming off. Brilliant performance. Yeah. That's definitely a standing ovation job for Toddy tonight.
The Derham Deco has been absolutely sublime, and you know what time it is, people. When Dowell comes on, hashtag Dawaldinho comes out on Twitter. Brilliant. Norwich City now, cruising, bringing on Kieran Dowell. I mean, what a luxury to have in this league, eh?
This is great. Michael Hoffer. Yet another English football question. All this talk about moving through the gears. How many gears are there? 18, like a tractor? 5? Educating. Hoffer, this Norwich team have so many gears to go through. And the worrying thing for the rest of the Championship is I don't think we're out of 4th yet. I think we're kind of gradually getting up to the national speed limit, but we're not there yet. And there's definitely more gears to go through. I'd say this is a 6-gear team, though. Like an efficient 6-gear diesel modern engine.
And whilst
just doing miles to the gallon.
And whilst Jack's been talking about engine oil and gears and all sorts of nonsense, the fourth official has just said there's 4 minutes of extra time. Hashtag Dowaldinho has been tweeted on my Twitter. Feel free to get behind that and tweet it yourself. Hashtag Dowaldinho. Let him know that he is loved. Norwich City 2, Bristol City 0. 90 minutes and 23 seconds. Timestamp. We are so close now to the final whistle. Another massive championship win for Norwich City, Jack.
Here he comes.
Oh no. Oh, now Hernandez runs down the wing for da-da-da-da-da.
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 Oh, no.
What we need is Onel to take his phone onto the pitch and drop into the watch-along while playing.
I mean, he would honestly, Jack, if he was allowed, he would do that 100%. 100%. Like, genuinely.
Brilliant to see Onel back. Argos for life. Onel's coming on. Onel, so much love for that man. And of course, long-term viewers will know, big watcher of the watch-alongs, Onel. He'll be fuming. He hasn't been able to tune in. He's probably been tuned in from the bench this evening. We had him on the show not so long back. I think it was Bristol City away where he came on.
Yeah, it was actually.
It was, wasn't it?
The NL anniversary, if you will.
Yeah. Great to see Onel back from injury. He will make an impact. There's no doubt about that.
I tell you what, Jack, just
Here he comes.
Just a reminder. Oh, by the way, there's loads of space now. Give it to Onel, Dowaldinho.
Go on, Onel.
Go on, Onel. Skin him. Go on. Oh, he's tried to play through who's number 11? I think that's PP. But
everyone's fourth favourite Birmingham fan, Will Brazier. Great to see you with his good friend Sergio. We're Norwich City. We fight. Look, we've even converted Birmingham fans, and I'm not surprised. You know, Birmingham are Birmingham, but Norwich are far superior.
Birmingham. That's the classic.
Good to see you, Will.
Yeah, great to see you as always. So many of you tuning in to watch the well, I mean, what could be an iconic rendition of the TNC shanty. Of course, I said, if it gets to 90 minutes and the final whistle blows, there will be a rendition of TNC shanty. So make sure that you are tuned in and you are ready for this, people, because it's going to be a giggle.
Do you know the lyrics off by heart?
Absolutely not. I kind of know them almost.
Yeah, it's a genuinely clever song. You've got the hook of the melody, haven't you? You've got everything.
Yeah, there's plenty of verses. So yeah, maybe I'll tell you what. Maybe when we go on what about this? When we go on our TNC pub session,
yeah.
I could get someone with a guitar and I'll do it acoustic.
No, I've got it.
Go on.
With the super chat money, we pay for the Sheringham sea shanty singers who are unbelievable.
You being serious?
Come and give us a rendition.
I would absolutely be all over that.
Love this from Chaz Tats. I'll eat my words, Chris. I didn't rate Hugel at all, but tonight I can see what he's all about. Brick shithouse with a slab head and an absolute workhorse. No better compliment for Jordan Hugel than that. You have a right way of words, Chaz Tats, and I absolutely love it. 15 seconds left of this game. Onel Hernandez on the ball. Will he get on the score sheet this evening? No, probably not. Cleared by Bristol City, and that will probably be it. It's been a professional, workhorse, classy, everything, all-encompassing performance from Norwich City this evening. And there we have it. Full time, 2 goals from Jordan, 2-0 win. Norwich City 17 points clear or something at the top now. We march on. It was never in doubt. It was the safest, most professional performance. A clean sheet for the returning Tim Krul. And you know what time it is, people.
Oh yeah, it is time. I'm just getting my lyrics ready. This is going to be.
Here we go. Luke, pumped to see Onel all the way from New England. I want Tyrese in the FA Cup. Of course, an FA Cup game this weekend. I'm sure there'll be rested players. I'm sure Jordan Hugel will want to get back on the pitch. He's flying at the moment. While Chris gets his vocal cords lubricated. Let's go through a few comments. 7 points clear. Let's go, boys. Brilliant. Joshua, easy peasy. Simon, points, and more points it was. An utterly dominant display. 14 shots, 6 on target, 65% possession. One last shout out for our friends over at OneFootball. They are the best companion for your match day. Download it. Links in the description. They've been good supporters of the Watchalong this season, and hopefully you're good supporters of the app. Let's get a few more comments in. Remember, super chats are available. Just click that little dollar icon and follow the instructions, and you can put some pennies in the TNC kitty. Ben Alpers, 53 points from 25 games. 2 points a game is promotion form. We are way above that at the moment. Brilliant stuff from Norwich City. Super califragilistic SB alidocious performance from Jake. I've had a Lakens, but I'm still flying. I can pronounce that. Farking brilliant, says Jim. Jim, I echo them thoughts. Pete Reeve, great to see you, Rafa. He's wanting UEFA Cup action. Who knows? Who knows?
Book your tickets because it's absolutely coming home. Right then, here we go. Are you ready? Norwich City have won. We're top of the league. I don't know how many points clear we are, but it's time.
7.
It's time, people.
Is it time? Let's build some. Let's get some excitement in the comment section before we fly into the sea shanty chorus. You know what time it is. We know what time it is. 7 points clear. Open top bus being booked. Hats being sold. Pint glasses being promoted. Chris Reeve, sea shanty, warming up. Here we go.
We once were a team in the Premier League. We go by the name of Norwich City. Then injuries hit and VAR was shit, so down to the champ we go. Soon may the yellow men come to bring us goals and plenty of fun. One day when the COVID's done, we'll be back at Carrow Road. We've never had to do this before, staying cooped up inside like a rum old ball, cheating City on through the Watchalongs, getting back where we belong. Soon may the yellow men come to bring us goals and plenty of fun. One day when the COVID's done, we'll be back at Carrow Road. Webber somehow kept one hell of a team. Maxi Arons, Buendia and Timmy Pookie, Todd Cantwell with his flowing locks and big bad Barton in goal. Soon may the yellow men come to bring us goals and plenty of fun. One day when the COVID's done, we'll be back at Carrow Road. Watching football in the Premier League. If I asked you, you would say, yes, please. So let's sing us one this crazy song from home. Soon may the yellow men come goals and plenty of fun. One day when the COVID's done, we'll be back at Carrow Road. There was once in the name of HMS Pistol League. Captain Farker shouted off starboard, off to the Prem we go. Soon may the yellow men come to bring us goals and plenty of fun. One day when the COVID's done, we'll be back at Carrow Road. Soon may the yellow men come to bring us goals and plenty of fun. One day when the COVID's gone, we'll be back at Carrow Road.
Mate, incredible. Incredible rendition. Well done.
We move, people. One life. Let's have a laugh. Let's be positive.
Wow.
Let's enjoy it. Let's
genuinely poetic lyrics. Incredible.
I hope you all enjoyed it. It's a bit of a laugh. Why not? You can't take yourself too seriously, can you? What a win. Get in there. 3 points. We're at the top. People are loving it in the comments section. Absolutely love it. TNC. Wow. There we have it, people.
Where do you go from there? We've peaked.
I don't think you can do any more than that. I mean, we would normally just go through the team, Jack. Should we do that?
They were again all like it gets boring reviewing. You can't criticize perfection.
Well, in which case, let's just go through the comment section here. It's me, James E says Dermot could never. I actually saw a comment, Jack, saying that apparently my agent should speak to Josip's agent about a potential collaboration. Which
genuinely, if that happens, we hang up the microphones and we go out on that point.
It's over. It's absolutely over. Oh dear, brilliant. Thank you so much for all the love. Absolutely love it. All things WWE and more. Dermot X Chris next. £2 super chat. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it. I tell you what, I tell you what, I don't know. I'll say it now. I'll say it again. I don't know how we are going to get stopped. Defensively, we're resolute. Going forwards, we look more potent than ever before. And by the way, Timu Puki who? Did you miss him tonight? I didn't. And how good is Timu Puki? What an amazing thing that we've got going here, people. We've got Jordan Hugill really coming into fruition at the perfect time, just when we need him. He stepped up. He silenced the doubters tonight, and look where we are in the league now. Wow.
Just look, I'll give you all a moment of silence, because what you should do now is just look at that table, sit back, give your neck a little stretch, get your Lakens, sip some, and just take that in. 53 points. 10 points clear of fourth place Watford. 7 points clear of second place Swansea. We are witnessing history.
I cannot be waiting to virtually lift the trophy on this watch along. I can't.
Neil Messenger, on the Wall City. Very good seeing, Chris. Are you two brothers? Neil, that is a something that cannot be told. We might be brothers, we might not be brothers. Who knows? Susanna, great to see you, Susanna, for your fantastic song, Chris. Amazing watch along as ever. So excited for the next game. Yeah, it's an FA Cup clash on Saturday, and we will be back. Rafa, Chris, you smacked it. $4.99 super chat from the big man. Great to see you, Rafa. Thank you so much as always.
Wow,
Chris, what more is there to say? I mean, we're
having a laugh. Yeah. We're all over it, mate. I genuinely don't think we're going to be stopped. I mean, what we normally do is look at the next fixtures. So let's do that, Jack. You get some comments up on screen whilst I do that.
Okay. Let's have a look. Jack Wicks. This is poetry, isn't it? The sun is shining. The doves are singing. It should be crying, Jack. Just a little point. The sun is shining. The doves are crying, and I'm feeling
really
great. Great to see you, Jack. Thank you so much. This evening, Troy McCarthy. We should all donate so you can record that song. Donate to me, because I've had to listen to that a lot of times. I listened to the planning of it, the editing of it, and the distribution of it, which has sent airwaves throughout Norwich City Twitter for good and bad reason.
Fortune brave people, remember that. Don't be curtailed by.
Oh, here we go.
Go on.
Now this is Paul Davis. Now, of course, we know Paul for his fishing,
right?
But we also know Paul for being the sound man, don't we, of the TNC live show?
Right.
Chris, send me the lyrics and I'll record it in the studio. Now, Paul has a home recording studio.
Paul, message me, mate. Let's make it happen. Let's do it. I'm going to
charity single for Big C.
Oh, mate, how do we do that? Let's do it. Charity single for Big C, 100%. That's it.
Simon Payne for the Yellow Men Shanty, Chris, and for Jack's piss. Great to see you tonight, Simon.
Let's have a quick interlude from the super chats whilst we all giggle at what just happened. Don't forget, this Saturday is Barnsley versus Norwich City in the FA Cup fourth round, 3:00 kickoff. We will be doing a TNC watch-along. We've decided to turn up for the cup this time. We skived last time. We do apologise. We're turning up this weekend for you lot, for your entertainment. And Jack, that should be a win against Barnsley away in the cup.
I hope not. I hope not.
Really? Oh, mate, I want to win the FA Cup.
Nah.
I
want 100 points, and that's it.
But why not do both?
No, greed is not a good thing. We win the league at a canter and we forget about the cup.
Let us know in the comments what you want. Can we do both? Do you want us to focus on the league only, or do you fancy a bit of FA Cup?
Look, I think the thing is we've got enough squad depth to field a second team and still have enough to beat Barnsley. So I think we'll beat them. I also am not a fan. You look at February; it's busy already. I'm just not a fan of fixture congestion. I don't think it's a distraction worthwhile, in my opinion. Christian Hubbard, £5. Thanks so much, Christian. Just with a couple of emojis. He's living the dream, isn't he? That's absolutely clear as day from that profile picture. Lots of calls for Chris to get in the recording studio. Look, we'd have to do it remotely, but we could do it. It could happen.
Love this from this is really important actually from my old man Pete Reeve at Pete Rafa Reeve on Twitter, or Pete _ Rafa _ Reeve. I think it's Pete Rafa Reeve on Twitter. He says, anyone need a chat because they're struggling with lockdown, DM me, Yellow Family. People, this is what it's all about. This is why we do these TNC watch-alongs. Like, we're trying to break the stigma of football blokes that don't open up about their emotions. It's okay. Reach out to people, talk to people. If you're feeling low, tell someone. It's okay. I'm feeling pretty shitty about it all at the moment. Like, it's important to open up. So massive respect, of course, to Pete Reeve, my dad, my amazing dad. But there's loads of people that are willing to listen to you. So if you're struggling at the moment, please send a DM to someone and make sure you keep talking through this next lockdown. It's really important.
Jay Ryan, good to see you, my friend. Jack, I have to resort to paying for a response now. I hope you enjoyed Buendia's last home game in a yellow. Keep smashing it. Jay is my good friend, Arsenal fan, messages me daily saying today's the final day of Buendia wearing a Norwich shirt. Jay, I've stopped responding because you need to stop the nonsense. It's not happening. Buendia is going nowhere in January. He's our man. He wants to piss the league with Norwich. He will do so. I hope you're well. I still love you, but the delusion isn't healthy for anyone.
Right, let's go to the next few fixtures now in the league before we start to finish up with the final few comments. Next in the league is Norwich City versus Middlesbrough at home. That's a win. Sorry? That's a win. A W, if you will.
Yeah, I think the youth would call it taking the W.
Or what do they say? Dub?
A big dub.
A big dub
inbound.
A big dub inbound for the Borough. And then we've got Middlesbrough away. So hopefully...
You just said we had Middlesbrough at home.
Sorry, Millwall. Sorry.
Oh, we'll beat them. Oh, my God.
We've got Middlesbrough.
That's the 7-0.
Millwall away. And then here's, I think, our next big game. Like, I think it genuinely could be a big game for us. Swansea away. That's like that's a quite a tough test. And to be fair, after that, we've got Stoke at home. They're no pushovers as well, as we know from our away win where we narrowly escaped with all 3 points there. But yeah, look, at the moment, we're flying high. We're top of the league. We're having a laugh. We've got the TNC shanty blaring out. We've got Zombie Nation going. HMS Piss the League is flying. There's wind in our sails. And we are sailing. And we are sailing so goddamn far.
We are sailing to the Premier League. Oh, yeah. Christy Dayton. Here he is, second that Rafa. As a struggler with mental health, anyone in need of a chat, holler. P.S. FA Cup winners incoming. Borat land. We're en route. Hashtag great success. Hashtag yes. Look, me and Chris are always about for a chat as well. I'm guilty of not being able to reply to everyone, but you know where I am. You know where Rafa is. You know where Chris is. Tweet us if you need a chat, if you need to know the sea shanty lyrics or anything more serious, then please do reach out. A big thanks to Dobbo on Ko-fi who's just donated £6 as I raise a glass to that performance. Thought you guys should too. Great work, and the shanty is real. I keep thinking people are saying shandy, and then I realised we did you genuinely sang a sea shanty number live to well over 800 people at the time. There we go.
Look, Stuart, if you're listening, give the people what they want.
Paul just messaged me and he put, get lyrics to me ASAP.
We're a bit busy,
but clearly wants to make things happen.
Oh dear. No, look, genuinely, people, thank you so much. Thanks for all of your support. Thanks for taking the TNC shanty with a bit of light-hearted fun, a bit of banter. It's all a good giggle. We've got to keep doing things to make people laugh and stay positive. We are top of the league. We are having a laugh. Jack, any final words?
Apologies to Neil's dog, who I sent crazy from my singing. Thoughts to Neil's dog. No, look, the most comfortable win of the season by a long stretch tonight. I genuinely can't remember Tim Krul being tested.
No.
I was just sat back in this slightly old-looking leather seat of mine, just embracing all things Norwich, all things TNT Watchalong, all things Sea Shanty. Look, great stream. Great to have you all involved. I think the games will get tougher over the next few weeks. A little jolly in the FA Cup at the weekend that it will be fun, and I'm sure we'll get to see a few array of youth players in that as well. So good night, productive night. Love to all of you as always. Tweet us, Instagram us if you need anything, and there we go. So may the yellow man come.
There was once a ship that took to sea to the name of HMS Pistol Lee. Captain Farkas shouted, "Off starboard, off to
TNT
the
Watchalong. He's going offline to the. This is what like Graham Norton does on his chapter. They always go out with a singer, don't they? So you sing, and then we'll go off air. So keep going.
Soon may the yellow men come to bring us goals and plenty